Ringside Rants. I'm just Mike. That's Josh, also known as Bad Karma. That's Jad, also known as Jordan. We are here to tell you we love you. Hit the like button, subscribe, give us the middle fingers, do whatever you want to do. We're here for you. We hate you. So let's go.
Yeah. Well,
Speaking of, let me
we,
turn
we
my
we we hate you, but we also like you as well.
yeah, and make sure don't just smash that like button. Give it the Dusty Rhodes. Give it the hardest elbow you can. I want you to go up to the second level of the arena and give me the Randy Savage off the second level like you knew Jack without the cocaine.
Without the cocaine, without the cocaine, yeah. Without the cocaine, yeah.
Yeah, well, not even a minute, bro. We got a drug reference.
Well, at least we didn't cuss yet. Dag nabbit.
I was getting ready to say we didn't say the drop the F bomb yet, but tonight it's Friday. It's my favorite part of the week because it's going to be a news heavy. We did Wednesday for anyone who was catching up and didn't watch the show. Wednesday we actually cheated a little bit and did go over some weekly news, but there's plenty more to do. But before we get into that, Mike has something for y'all.
What do I have for y'all?
I don't know. You was getting ready to say something, and I was trying to turn it over to you and make it look professional.
Oh well, yeah. TNA sucked. Back to
Okay.
Josh.
Yeah, teenage always sucks. So
Yeah, don't throw it to me yet, damn it.
yeah, yeah,
Well,
we
it's not a bad. Well, I mean, we don't have to stay on the subject because there's important news to talk about. But if y'all would like to go over a second of TNA's grisly horribleness before y'all get into some
No.
SmackDown, before I get into some news, it's up to y'all. In the country.
What's up, country?
Hey, country. There was a there's a GCW show coming to Mesa, Arizona next month or in June.
Oh, technically it's next month. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's coming next month in June. Yeah, in June. Yeah. So yeah, you should buy tickets and go and tell us how you liked it or hated it.
While Mike is talking about that, the next big wrestling event we have coming up is Wrestling Dontaku for New Japan. That will be this weekend. We're getting 2 nights back to back, so it's like a double pay per view. That will be Sunday morning, which should be the third, and that show is going to be main evented by Yoda Tsuji, defending the global championship against Andrade, and on that card, because of his wins, and he already has 2 titles going for three. Will he? Will he do it? Bolton Oleg is going to challenge Ren Narita for the Never Openweight Championship. The man already holds the Neverweight Strong title and the trios or Never Six Man titles. Oleg might become the youngest and most freshest guy to hold 3 titles.
That'd be awesome.
Is
And if
it
he goes shirtless, dude, I'm definitely buying that pay per view. I'm definitely going to watch it on Triller TV Plus.
What
yeah,
pay-per-view?
GCW?
Well, JCW won't be there. GCW will.
That's what I said, GCW.
No, you said JCW.
No, I said GCW. I slurred.
No, I could have swore you said ECW.
All right, go fuck off. All right.
I'm gonna say CCW just because.
I'm having fun, man. I'm having a blast.
Don't we all?
But yeah, here you go, shirtless. But this time around, there's no Sandman to give you a beer.
Oh. The
Is that what he
Invisible
was
Man.
shirtless?
The Invisible Man will be there to give you that Sandman fought in his final match. We'll be there handing out beers.
Yeah, for tomorrow.
Charlotte Flair looks like a Frankenstein. Yeah.
She has a problem, bro, and it's obvious. She's hard into the body shame and physical appearance and body shaming, but she is a plastic surgeon addict. There's no way around this. She is addicted to body modification. There's no way around this. But from
Right.
her eating this or whatever she's doing to shrink down so small and look at she has an issue that needs to be taken care of.
Yeah, she lost a lot of body mass. Like not just not weight, but she lost body mass. Like
I
she lost
think
a muscle.
I think she is so fanatical about her appearance
We
that
know
she's
who that is.
what is.
We know who Paul Klon Levesque is.
I don't.
Devin. Ain't that Devin?
Oh.
I don't know about that. I don't. I don't.
Hold on.
I don't know about that, dude. I don't. I don't think he would call Triple H clown.
Oh, I think it's funny. I think it's funny. Breaking news: Taylor and Michael Rotunda is all elite, which is known as Bo Dallas.
Which I called that. I
Well,
called
not
Bo
yet.
Dallas for
And
TNA.
it can't be official yet because he got 90 days.
Yeah, he has 90 days.
Yeah, but they can sign, and then you if this
No, they
person
can't.
found out the
They
news.
They
can't sign
can't.
them for that 90 days. They
Yeah.
can not even talk to them before 90 days legally.
I thought the only legal obstruction today was you cannot appear on TV, but you can sign, just like Andrade did earlier this year until they put him on TV and they fucked it up.
Andrade, however, thought he was a free agent because he got fired.
Okay.
Tony Khan announced.
Wait, whoa. It can't be TNA if Tony Khan announced it.
No, all elite. All elite. All elite.
Oh, all elite. All right. Well, there you go. That means what you said's not. If that's true, then that means what you said is not accurate. Tony Khan just announced they've got him, but they can't put him on TV. So there you go. Bo Dallas is going to. I thought he was going to go to TNA. My bad.
He's God. That would kill his career if he go to TNA right now.
Bo Dallas would be their world champion if you give him a mic and let him be real.
Yeah.
Bo Dallas has not been officially announced as part of AEW. While there have been speculation and some fan confusion, there is no confirmed signing or roster announcement linking him to All Elite Wrestling.
All right, okay, fake news, fake news.
Now
Yeah, you don't do that.
Now I would say, now this one is maybe he probably going to TNA is Dexter Loomis because he just released a video of him and Indy Hartwell was cutting all his dreadlocks off and shaving his beard. So, and Indy Hartwell is in TNA.
I would send if I was Dexter Loomis. Not saying TNA is the most profitable place, but I would go there or GCW or the Indies or MLW.
Well, it says despite rumors and TNA insider chatter suggesting the White Six could end up in AEW, sources say it's not going to AEW and that they may instead work indie shows, TNA or MLW.
I could see TNA going for a different name and rebranding that angle. I could see that. I could see them. I think it would be kind of low down for Tony Khan to do it when he copies enough off everybody else.
But then again, hey, there's a whole shitload of people ready for the new Lucha Underground coming soon.
Yeah.
I don't think Bo Dallas is what Lucha Underground is calling for, but I do think he could be a TNA World Champ. He could go to GCW on an indie run and do good. He's got a name, as much as he might have been Mr. B Team. The dude, if anybody remembers his NXT run, the dude wasn't bad. Not claiming he's my favorite, but I won't criticize him. But WWE just didn't know what to do with him.
With who?
Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas.
He is Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
But I would say if for them just to go around the indies. I mean, don't just sign with the first company. I mean, one, I'm sorry, TNA is the death sentence. TNA is the Raiders of the wrestling industry right now, next to NWA.
That's hard to argue that.
NWA is trash.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what kind.
No, actually it's a step up. TNA is the Raiders. NWA is the Browns.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Cleveland shits. They're so shitty they don't even have a mascot. They just have shit brown helmets.
They do have a mascot.
They have no symbol on their helmets. They're the only team with nothing on their helmets. It's like, yeah, y'all suck so bad, we're not even putting nothing on your helmets.
Well, they still have a mascot, though.
I mean, mascot. I meant emblem. You know what I meant.
I know what you meant.
But yeah. Do y'all want to get into anything about TNA or SmackDown before I go over some news?
TNA first started off with what's his name? I said it earlier.
Not Walk with Elias.
No, he was the main event. No, Vincent versus Jeff Hardy. Excuse me.
Brother, the Olive Garden, the unlimited garlic sauce and meat sticks is back alive from the dead, Vince.
No, Vincent from the Righteous.
That gimmick does nothing for me, brother. Doesn't work for me, brother.
Well,
Doesn't
anyway,
work for me, I say.
but
Oh damn.
I will say this. All right, Vincent does something for me. I like the Righteous. However, whenever Jeff Hardy was about to get pinned by Vincent, the lights go out. The lights come up, and then you see delete, delete,
Uh,
delete, and then the lights go back out,
Country,
and
I'm
the
not.
lights
I'm,
come
I'm not.
black.
T- I'm not with you on that bet, Country. Alabama didn't even make it to the final game.
And Jeff Hardy did a swanton dive on top of Vincent, pinned him 1, 2, 3, and then Dutch runs out there and grabs Vincent and does the whole little tongue flicker like he's tongue kissing a frog. The,
yeah.
and then I lost interest. And then the next match on the card was, if I'm not mistaken, it was
Dead girls versus live girls.
no, it was Mustafa Ali versus Adam Brooks, and it was a great match. Mustafa Ali and Adam Brooks put on a decent match.
Who
And then
is
after,
Adam?
oh,
Who
he's
is
from
Adam?
Australia. He's an indie talent from Australia, and he's really good. He looks like, I'm gonna be honest with you. He looks like Adam. He looks like Hammerstone.
Who?
He looks like Hammerstone.
Hammerstone.
He used to work in MLW as a world heavyweight champion.
He's a big
All right.
motherfucker.
I
Big
remember
son
him.
bitch.
I didn't think you said Hammer Stone. I thought you were saying like Hammer Smith or something.
No, Hammerstone. And Mustafa Ali beat him. And then whenever he stood up, he put his 2 fingers in there and says, "I am the greatest. I am the greatest."
Oh, he thinks he's Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah. It looked just like that too, man. I was like, okay, ripping off Jeff Jarrett. Here we go, gimmick infringement.
Hey, Jarrett would do the Flair or / Jackie Fargo strut.
But
He would
I don't
do
know.
the strut.
But Mustafa Ali didn't do that. But there was a couple of backstage segments that didn't really matter. But there was one that was funny. It had Ryan Nemeth, which is Dolph Ziggler's little or younger brother, sitting on the couch next to Dollar Tree.
Dollar tree, dollar holla tree.
And he was sitting there talking about how much his brother, and it should be him and his brother going for the tag titles. It should be him and his brother doing this. It should be him and his brother doing that. And then Top Dollar or Dollar Tree looks at him and he goes, "Y'all did that to me last year or 2 years ago." And he goes, "Yeah, but that was fun. Now he's doing it without me, and it sucks." And then he tried to tap Dollar Tree on the leg, and he goes, "First off, don't ever touch me again. Second of all, your brother sucks. You need to get better." And he like tapped him on the leg, and he gets up and leaves. And he goes, "You didn't have to hit me in the leg so hard."
We need it. We need a quick. We should have a quick clip for that. But we should. Josh should cue up bracket. Don't touch me.
Don't touch me. But and then there was the undead match versus the live people, and then that match was a terrible waste of time.
Who were the live people?
Tessa Blanchard and 2 other chicks.
Mila Moore and Victoria Crawford, also
Okay,
known
so
as
Tessa's staying pretty regular in TNA right now. She's collecting that daily paycheck.
Yeah, she's collecting that once a week paycheck, I would say.
All right,
And
Tyler.
Tyler.
We have news. We covered TNA and then a little bit of SmackDown, but we have some good news, some great news about the wrestling talent this week. All kind of good, all kind of juicy stuff.
But
Sade,
Ali, and Rosemary beat them in like literally no time. And then the main event, which didn't make any sense to me at all, the strap match starts backstage, and then you have to go and fight yourself, walk to the arena, get in the ring, and then touch all 4 corners.
Russo did some shit like that in his WCW time. I remember that. Started backstage, you had to go to the ring. It's like, bro, how convoluted can you make this?
Oh, it's the first time ever they ever done this
in
in
TNA.
TNA, and it's stupid.
Let,
It made
let
no
us
sense.
let us never forget the reverse battle royal that TNA were in love with.
Oh, dude, it's not a reverse battle royal. It's called King of the Mountain match, and the King of the Mountain match is the shit. I don't give a damn what anybody says.
Everybody calls it the reverse battle royal.
You only have like 6 or 7 people in the match. You got to set up a ladder to get on top of the ladder to get and you got to put the title on top of the ladder. It's like a reverse ladder match if you want to call it anyway. But you have to pin somebody to be able to get legal to hang the title. So I mean,
Maybe it's
it's,
not the
What?
same match I'm thinking of.
yeah. You don't remember that? You have to pin you have to pin an opponent. Then you're legal to have the title, and then you got to set the ladder up, and then you got to climb the ladder and put the title on top of the ladder.
Well, what's the match everybody call a reverse battle royal where everybody started outside the ring and you had to fight your way in the ring?
I never heard of that one. That's new to me.
That was the thing I always heard about TNA. They were like, it's a reverse battle royal. I never heard nothing about a ladder.
Yeah. I never heard of reverse battle royal. That was the first I ever heard of that. That'd be kind of cool, actually.
I'll look it up whenever we are try to find something about it later on. But we got enough to talk about tonight.
Yeah, and
Tyler said he's going to the GCW event in his state in 2 more months.
Which state? Arizona?
is that the one Arizona's doing in June?
Hey, there you go. I think Vince did it in GCW already. No doubt. No doubt. That man is stuck on a permanent loop of showing himself multiple times a show and giving us bad booking.
Someplace bad looking. Listen at you. Ghetto juice.
Ghetto juice.
That's what we call
Send
it.
your mama straight to the store.
So,
Tell that bitch to buy some
Prego.
Back to the show.
Back to the show.
Yay. But no. I'm a huge fan
You let
of
us know who gets a shot at your net.
Wowee. That said, wow.
All right, got anything else to do about TNA before we get off of that?
Fuck no, dude. It was a waste of 2 hours.
Right. I'd just like to say fuck Elijah, just for the world.
Fuck Elijah. Fuck Elijah. That should be a chant. That should be a chant.
Joe Henry stole your gimmick, bro.
We stumble with Elijah. Or something like that.
We stumble with Elijah.
No, fuck Elijah. I like that one.
All right, well let's go to SmackDown. I know they had some debuts tonight.
Yeah, Ricky Saints joined in. That's all I know.
Yeah, Ricky. Well, it started off with Cody coming out, cutting a promo. Said he was all banged up, but he's all cleared and ready to go. Then Ricky Saints came out and challenged him. And
I have a question, Josh. And there's been people saying this before you go any further. I'm sorry for interrupting. I really do. I really do apologize. But is it like AEW Rampage SmackDown?
Technically, I mean, yeah, you got what, 4 ex AEW guys? Was it? Yeah, Rhodes, Starks, Danhausen, and
Royce Keane?
Or Royce Keys, yeah.
Thanks for reminding me. I got one more thing to add to the news list.
So, but what was it getting to? So it was actually a non-title matchup. So Cody Rhodes got the pin, but after he got the pin, Gunther came out, choked him. Obviously, they scrapped all the stuff that he was going to do with Lesnar, and now he's going after Rhodes. So there you go. Oh shit! What else?
Well, how did the show start? That was at 8:00.
Yes, Tyler. Elijah is a hella boring wrestler.
Well, that's how it started. Well, actually, no. It started off with Cody coming out and cutting a promo. Then Starks came out and said, yeah, I want to fight you. Rhody's like, okay, there you go.
So that took a whole fucking hour.
Oh damn! Wow.
It was actually a good match. They put on a good match. So I ain't
That
gonna
was
lie.
the first match of the night.
Actually, yeah, it was the first match.
So what that is like is that $60 a person?
Yeah.
What?
It's an average of $132 for 2 tickets for GCW. That's kind of high.
It's he must have got front row. If he didn't get front row, he got close to the front row. I'm almost certain.
2.
7.
Yeah, that sounds about right. For if anything, he got floor seats
Between
right next.
$60 and $70. So I'm gonna average it at 65 a piece.
There you go.
Yeah, for seats. Yeah, that's about the
Well,
average for
well,
GCW.
let's find out when well, y'all can keep going, but we'll see when he comments where he's sitting, what level or where in the
Yeah,
building.
yeah. What state are you seeing this in?
Arizona.
Oh, he's going to Arizona. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
country, you got a wrestling buddy.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was the next match?
The chat can be very slow sometimes. When I was in the chat commenting, one time it took about 6 minutes for my comment to pop up.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like I
We
was
need to
way
be on
behind.
Twitch. Is what we need to do. We need to do this on Twitch as well.
Yeah, we need to start simulcasting like how
Yeah.
Coleco does.
Yeah.
What is it? I'm trying to think of the next match. I know one of the matches were is Irresistible Force going against the new tag team champions.
The removable object.
Yeah.
Hello, Anthony.
Anthony.
So the tag team champions won. So there you go. And it was nothing exciting, but I just got to see some booty all over the place. That's about it.
Booty, 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 rocking everywhere.
Yeah. Then
That's why I enjoy AAA. Those 3 women that always come out with Lady Flamer. Yeah, I like that shit, man.
oh yeah, there you go. Yeah. And her girls. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Anyways. Sorry, got distracted.
Squeaky.
Ski. Anyways, who else made their debut? Was the chick from Fatal Influence, the one with the schnoz.
I heard
against,
the whole last week the whole trio of them debuted.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is she went up against Charlotte Flair, and she actually got the pin against Charlotte Flair. But
wow, how much they had to twist Charlotte's arm for this?
yeah, pretty much.
Damn.
So yeah,
Charlotte was willing to lose to an up and comer. First match on TV. This is history in the making, y'all. That's like Charlotte taking a knee.
yeah. Then what else? We got a Danhausen segment with the Miz and that what's that guy that's been running around with the Miz?
Kit Wilson.
Kit Wilson, yeah. They had a segment with them. First Danhausen found some money. They tried to booby trap a briefcase. Danhausen found some money. The briefcase didn't explode, and they checked it, and all of a sudden got sprayed with a bunch of dirt. Then they came out. To out in the arena. Miz is like he had enough. Called out Danhausen. Danhausen came out in his little Danhausen mobile, and is like I was like, all right, I'm gonna admit to your Kit Wilson came out protest. He's like, no, you don't. Then it was like, okay, Miz did a fake handshake. He's like, yes, I'm mentoring Danhausen. Then all of a sudden turned on him, Kit Wilson and beat up and Miz beat up Danhausen. So
Well, okay, wait a minute. I'm not sure if all right. Wait a minute. First of all, Tyler says front row stage all sold out.
So that's what it's in Phoenix. So he went to the one in Phoenix. He's going to the
all
one
right, so you're going to be front row stage.
on the stage. Yeah.
Okay. Josh, what? So you're telling me that Miz said he would mentor Danhausen, then it was a double cross?
It was a double cross, yeah.
All right. That blows my idea. I thought they might put that new guy or this up and coming guy with Danhausen, and maybe have Miz mentor them to capture the tag team gold? I guess
Well,
not.
right now, as of right now, then later on in the show, Danhausen was all beat up, went up to Nick Aldis, and they're like, he wants a match with the Miz. He's like, I saw that. It's like you can have the Miz and Kit Wilson. And he's got to find a tag team partner.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
So,
Well, we don't think they're gonna pull. We don't think they're gonna pull our truth yet, right?
no, he's with Damian Priest. He's the champion. So,
Yeah, he's a champion.
yeah. So
Whoa.
that's that match is set up for Backlash. So,
Whoa. Truth is not a champion.
yeah,
He's what champion?
he's a tag team champion.
Ah, okay. I did not know this. I do not watch the Eli talk about. I just keep up with the backstage, behind the scenes news, which we have plenty of coming up soon, y'all. Hang on.
Yeah. Then what was it? Speaking of our Truth, Truth and Damian Priest, they're the tag team champions. They went up against Fraxium,
who are now debuted on SmackDown, who are now mainstays on SmackDown.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was actually a very good match, and but Truth and Priest got the win. So, and then after they won, who came out? Someone came out. Someone came out and interfered, and they beat them up for a little bit. I think it was Solo Sikoa and Tungaloa, the tall one.
Tonga.
Tonga. Okay, the tall one.
Tonga. Anyway, before you go any further, Anthony said he thinks they're punishing Charlotte because of the dumb shit her father's been doing, attacking WWE on the podcast he's been going on recently.
We talked about that last week about Flair's comments and saying a little too much about other things, not just about that. And so people have fired back, but it wasn't enough for me to put in the news this week. But we have a lot of news.
Yeah, and all of a sudden now Miz and Wilson are becoming Wile E. Cody.
I like the idea of that myself with Danhausen. That's the one thing on the show I would give a shit about. I'll go back and watch.
Yeah, it's actually some funny shit.
Mm-hmm.
But
I read these last two comments, Anthony.
All right, Josh, read my last two comments. Oh, okay. So you already did. That venue is kind of small for a wrestling event for me. Okay.
He's talking about the Phoenix show he's going to.
Well, it's GCW, so I mean, it will be a smaller building. It's not going to be a real arena.
Yeah, man. I don't think I've ever seen. I don't think I ever seen a GCW book like an actual. I think the biggest place was the New York show.
Has GCW ever gone bigger than a ballroom?
Yeah, I think the Hammerstein Ballroom is probably the biggest venue they done.
That and the Ukrainian show over in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but that's in a hall. I'm talking about like an actual arena. I don't think they ever done an actual arena show yet.
I don't think so either. I think a ballroom is the largest GCW has ever gone. I mean, they do bingo halls and halls, and they do like gymnasium type, shit.
And bars.
And bars, yep. Yeah, and bars.
And then ballrooms, your next step up.
2 shows that were in a bar.
Ballrooms, your next step up, because y'all know if everybody, I mean, people in the chat old enough to remember when you could watch old boxing matches. If you bought a ticket and you was fancy, you got dinner and a boxing match in a ballroom.
Anthony, they're not even selling 2,000 tickets per show yet for NXT. So I don't think they can be doing larger venues.
Yeah. Now, Eric Bischoff's Real American Wrestling is selling 3,000 above every single week. They're doing very good. They're selling 3,000-4,000 every week.
Every month.
Or every time they have a show.
Yeah. They're selling about 5,000 actually. They range between 4,500 to 5,000 tickets.
I'm just not going under I took the lowest number and not going, kind of giving not to go below. I wasn't trying to go for their highest.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I was trying to be like this and above, kind of like how Dynamite technically doesn't go below the 500,000 mark, and then you got to be bad off. Lately they haven't been going below the 600,000 mark, but but they were hitting 800s for a little while. Not in the Darby Allin reign anymore. They hit one of their lowest numbers week before this one in a long time.
Yeah. But anyway, continue on with your show, Josh. We're sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, my bad.
Shit. Now I'm all.
You had just talked about Danhausen and
Talatunga came out and did
yeah.
something.
Oh, they interfered in the tag team match, so they're trying to go for the tag team belts, and later on they would come out and wrestle the Usos
in the main event.
in the main event. Yeah, that was the main event of that one, and they went back and forth. I think it got thrown out because what's his name? The werewolf, fucking
Jacob Fatu.
Jacob Fatu. There you go. I don't know why I can't remember names right now. Jacob Fatu came out and interfered with the match because he did that because in a backstage segment he was having a moment with Royce Keys talking about the hood and everything and hood shit, and they came out and beat his ass, both of them. So I sent a tag team forming with them, Ghetto Righteous or whatever we want to call it.
We're going to talk about the news in a little bit, Anthony. We're going over the shows, but I've got the whole list of news.
But yeah, that's so that's the reason why he came out, interfere with the match, and it got thrown out, and basically Jacob Fatu just basically telling the Usos, tell Roman I'm coming. So that's about it. Yeah, nothing. I'm pretty sure there's a match I'm missing, but it was nothing important.
Did Blake Monroe show up?
No, she's on Raw.
All right, Josh, what would you give SmackDown this week?
They had a segment with Tiffany Stratton as the new U.S. champion, and Chelsea Green came back, and she's out of the wheelchair, in a tight ass leather leopard skin tight outfit that showed everything. I'm like, damn, Matt Cardona hits that. Anyways,
right, Josh, 10 being the best, 1 to 10. What would you give SmackDown this week?
I give it a 7. It was all right.
And Mike, you fell asleep and did not watch all of TNA, did you?
Actually, I did watch all of TNA.
All right, give me a 1. Give me a 1 to 10. 10 being the best, and we already know it's how you feel about TNA, but give us a real number.
Is there a negative?
No, it ain't a negative. It's in the positive, believe it or not. The very first 2 matches were good. Last 2 matches were meh. However, there were some cool spots.
Overall show.
There were some cool spots during the guitar strap match. It just didn't make any sense.
That seems to be TNA's biggest problem, besides lack of talent, is storylines and angles not making fucking sense. I think we all agree on that.
Yes. I give it a 5.
4 or 5.
5.
All right, Josh, what you gave SmackDown?
I give it a 7.
All right, there you go. There's the guys' ratings for the 2 shows this week, and that is that. Are we ready to get into some news?
Talk away, brother. It's all you now.
All right. Well, I want you guys' opinions on this stuff. This ain't just gonna be me rattling on, but I have 8 stories here. Only one is about a wrestling company, so I'll get it out. The rest is all about talent. So I'll just get this out of the way right now. This came up earlier this week. I didn't use it Wednesday. But how about this WWE, not Ari Emanuel, but the other top guy admitting, and we don't know if it's a full admission. We don't know if it means all of creative or ideas for creative, plus what happened on NXT. What about the admission of AI being used in WWE? Has anybody heard about this, first of all?
The first time I noticed it is when Chad Gable, aka the OG American
Americana Grande.
Yeah. Came back. They used some AI shit for his vignette, and it just did not look good.
Okay. Well, the one that everybody's pointing, if we're going to talk about visual AI art, the one that everybody's talking about is the one that just happened this past Tuesday. I don't know if that was Sol Ruka or who that was, but the fans are outraged about that. But the main part I'm talking about is, and I can't think of his name. It's not Ari Emanuel. It's the other TKO top guy. He said that WWE is using AI in assisting with creative and numbers and all this. So the main thing is how much, if at all, is WWE using AI for storylines? That's what everybody's buzzing about.
Okay, well, I thought you meant for like visual effects or
I,
something
I
like that. I
did,
thought,
I did, but we've seen WWE use AI. Remember Roman and the Dogs years ago at Mania? We've
yeah.
seen them do it, but to me, it's more of an important thing. Are they using this to help to make creative? Are they using this to help? Are they trying to run creative through an AI, even in the slightest? Are we? Could we be looking at any of that at all? They say it as a tool. Somebody mentioned, could they be using it to help them do numbers? And someone made some examples 2 years ago. You'd have to wait not hours but days to find out numbers, whereas now you can. I mean, how much of this could be in creative? And he also said that Triple H and friends are referring to AI. What exactly could we be looking at here?
Well, I do know for a fact that if they're using AI, then the storylines are going to be as generic and plain as shit.
Well,
Yeah.
obviously.
But because I'm gonna be honest, AI is going to give you the most basic, generic thing they can give you, even if you run things through them. Um, my personal opinion is I hope they're not right now. I think AI will be a better tool in the future, but right now it's in its infancy stages and everybody's trying to use it. I don't see it being a tool to progress or help storylines. I think it'd be more detrimental
Hmm.
I agree with
and
that.
hurt because of the fact that again it's in its infancy stages. It's not even developed enough to where it can distinguish a beginning, a middle, and an end.
Right.
Yeah.
You can ask it to type out, and it does. I've seen it do a pretty good job of people having it run through stores, and they're even using it in music. But there's getting ready to be a huge cutback on public and apps using AI because of what it takes to do it, and just these programs are going to have. They would eventually have to charge so much, kind of like these AI girlfriend programs. A lot of that's getting ready to go the way of the dodo very quickly, just
Because
because
it'll
they're
make no
like,
sense.
well, it's too much. They're eventually going to have to charge too much. I mean, it's just what it takes. I mean, it takes a shitload of silver, first of all, to make AI happen. Right? Silver is a precious metal. That's just one of the factors. But they're saying get ready to see a big cleanup in how many average Joes can use AI or average programs because the astronomical price you would have to pay is going to be through the roof because of what it's going to truly cost. Like you said, we're in an infant stage of all this. No one knows yet. We're in the wild west of AI right now. We're in
All,
the
all
dark
I
ages of AI.
all I know is I've watched way too many sci-fi movies to be trusting this bullshit. I've watched
If Terminator
way.
didn't tell you, then
Well,
It's like come on. It's like
I know you're
I'd
prolific.
rather have someone human writing the shit than and fucking up than having some computer tell me what I should be watching. How should a story go?
I agree with all that with both of y'all on that, and I also agree with. I know you're gonna if Josh could touch on it, he will. We know that crap CGI is crap CGI. Unless it's state of the art, it looks like shit. We know
Yeah,
practical effects take more money, more time, but you know what? They look better. Those '80s movies with Tom Savini special effects look better than anything today, and we know it. We
yeah,
know it. We know it. We fucking know it.
yeah.
not
And
every,
then,
not every.
and they tried to use the AI imagery once, and it was for the when
The
Chad Gable
title.
came back to AKA the OG Grande Americano. He tried to come back. They did. You could probably pull it up. They tried to do a vignette, and it was all like AI generated
Well,
immigrated, and you could tell it was fake as shit.
that's why the gripe is this Tuesday's NXT had a vignette, and everybody's like, "Bro, it don't even look like her." When y'all get a chance after the show, go watch that vignette because that's where the people are really. They're like, "This looks like shit."
Which
You know that.
weekend they're talking about? Because I watched NXT.
Okay, it's one of the girls. It's not the rock star chick, but it was either this week or last week. I thought it was this week because I've been hearing about it since like Wednesday. This, but they added this on. They were like, it looks like shit. They were saying.
Hmm.
And Anthony, that's the question I was really asking. He said to me that's being blown over, and I think they might have took it out of context. Maybe even he said they're using AI to touch up stories, not writing the whole thing. That's exactly what I was asking, and that was brought up. The question is that the truth or isn't it? But that's exactly what I was asking, Anthony. That's
Yeah.
Okay.
exactly where I was
But
at.
and also to add context to his other question about Hollywood doing that to scare people. Yeah, but they wrote about, like I said, they've been writing about how AI takes over the world for years. But how much? But now, going back, you looking through sci-fi stuff throughout the years, how much of that shit is actually coming true?
Well, yeah.
I mean,
And
look. I'll get. I know we're going sidetrack out of this. Give it a context. How much of Star Trek tech is actually coming true right now?
a lot of
Well,
it, the
if you really,
Like
how
right
much?
now, the little pads they had to type shit out. What do we
How
got now?
much of
Now we got pads.
how much of Star Wars is becoming true in the medical field from the original three movies?
Actually,
That,
that is true.
that is the big one. How much of what we saw in Star Wars, the original trilogy, is coming to life in the actual medical field of modern day?
I
From
mean,
the
hey, you got motherfuckers making actual working lightsabers.
not that. Dude,
Mhm.
this the way they rebuilt Vader. Today they have bodysuits for the paralyzed that are helping them walk. You know,
Uh-huh.
people that have no control over their legs, reattaching limbs. I mean, there's so much shit in the medical. The screen scanning the information, the touch screens,
Yeah,
all of that. If you really sit
yeah,
down and look at it, it's crazy how much of that influenced the future more than Back to the Future or anything.
yeah.
True story.
So
Also,
I'm so
that
wait for my flying skateboard.
me
Yeah.
too. I won't
It
be. I
which
won't be a hoverboard.
exists, but it doesn't work like you think. But it has existed for some years.
Anyway, NXT AI vignette controversy. A recent NXT episode aired on April 28, 2026, featured a promotional vignette for Zarya and Sol Ruka that has sparked widespread fan backlash over suspected AI use. The segment, which followed their brutal last one standing match, used dark visuals and dramatic narration to tease their next storyline. However, viewers quickly noticed visual inconsistencies such as uncanny close ups, awkward facial details, and unnatural textures that
Yeah.
are common in AI generated content. While fans are upset, Uncanny Valley effect close ups of both women look off compared to their real life appearances, while Sol Ruka's likeness, in particular, being a major point of criticism.
Yes. Big time.
Mm.
The
I'm gonna have
AI
to go. I'm gonna go back and look at that.
They put up her real. I'm not cutting. Sorry, Mike. They put
Oh,
up
you're
her
good.
real picture next to the AI picture of her, kind of scruffy looking, and everybody's like, "Is this the same person?" No, it's not. But when you get a chance after the show, Josh, check it out.
Yeah, they even got the AI slop label. Many fans called the footage AI slop, arguing that a company with WWE's budget should not resort to low quality AI visuals. Production concerns. The vignette was flagged on social media with a community note warning it was AI generated and needed proper labeling. Creative direction debate. This comes as WWE leadership has confirmed AI is being used in creative workflows, including tracking fan reactions and guiding storylines. In WWE's position, TKO President Mark Shapiro has said AI is a major priority for efficiency and productivity, and that executives like Nick Khan and Triple H are using it for storylines. WWE has not publicly apologized or confirmed that the Pacific NXT vignette was AI generated, but the backlash has raised questions about whether the company will start labeling AI content in future broadcasts.
Yep.
Broader context, this is not the first time WWE has used AI in vignettes. An Ella Grande Americana promo last year also drew eyebrows. The controversy follows WWE's deal with Writer AI and hiring Cyrus Kawarsi Kalsari as Senior Director of Creative Strategy to manage AI in video and graphics. The bottom line is that people are saying is the NXT vignette controversy highlights a tension between WWE's push to integrate AI for creative and production efficiency and fan expectations for high quality, authentic visuals. The backlash may influence whether WWE adopts clear labeling for AI content in the future.
This also is very interesting and convenient for us that this happened within 7 days of each other. The TKO exec mentioning, yes, we're using AI creatively to help the company, plus this shitty AI vignette. It's very interesting that that happened within a 7 day span.
All this was brought us to us by Wrestle Observer newsletter and AOL eWrestling News.
AOL.
Yep.
Damn, it's 2026. These people got to get on the page, bro. Bury that shit.
I thought they officially shut
Yeah.
shut AOL down.
Yeah, me too. I thought
Yep,
Tom
AOL.
Warner axed that back in WCW.
No, actually, officially, I think like a few months ago, AOL officially shut down.
Who the hell was still using AOL after we done been through a million
You
servers?
you can still use Instant Messenger.
I'm amazed that, I mean, I understand there's still some people that are going to use it. I'm surprised that we still have people using things like Yahoo, and we all know Google's the modern day Titan, and even and an Explorer was still a thing for a minute.
I still use Yahoo. Well, I use Yahoo for my
Mail.
mail. Yeah.
I think that's what keeps them going. So many people had old school emails with Yahoo that they're like, we ain't changing it. We like our email. I think it might be half of what helps keep Yahoo afloat, because I don't know if Yahoo has 25% of the market anymore. Google is the big one, the big dog in modern day standards for some years.
Huh.
And that's not me picking a favorite. This isn't like an iPhone, and a Droid. This is considering people's usage of these platforms, and there are more than two. But for a good little minute, Google has been on top. Yahoo was the company on top for a minute before them. And I think they had somebody that came and went, but there's been a lot that came and went. But Google's been holding on to that for a minute.
Oh man, I didn't even know this. You know, does anybody remember Prodigy Internet?
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
I
Okay,
do.
well, it's now an iteration of AT&T.
Yeah. Your communications companies are going to try to buy what they can when somebody folds up. If there's something to be used, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like WWE buys AAA. We're going to go build an NXT. We don't have to now. We have AAA down there. We have it's an NXT not being called NXT. We killed two birds with one stone. But I'm just making a comparison there. But you got anything else on this subject while we're still on it? I think the
He's
general
googling something.
I think the general consensus. Well, he's looking up in it. He's all about the internet thing now. But the general consensus for me, Mike and Josh, is we're not the biggest fans of AI, and we want to see real human people do some creative, interesting storylines. We don't want a machine to write and be even more boring for us than a room of corporate WWE writers. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah.
All right. All right. While Mike is researching and having some fun, before we get into some of the
AOL is being it just got acquired by Bending Spoons in 2025 in October.
I wonder what year Bending Spoons created themselves after the Matrix movie.
It's an Italian technology conglomerate founded in 2013 based in Milan.
Somebody watched the Matrix.
The company typically acquires products with existing product market fit and manages them for long-term ownership. So they bought AOL for $1.5 billion. Billion.
Well, obviously they had something's worth it over there.
In a statement, Benny Spoon CEO Luca Ferrari cited AOL's 30 million active users as part of what made the property attractive.
I got a feeling that some of these AOL users are people in the other corners of the globe that might not, that either that works better for them or they don't have access to what you would think is crazy being online. But I have a feeling a lot of these AOL users could be India or somewheres away.
The purchase was quietly completed in January of 2026. Benny Spoons then laid off more than 100 AOL employees in February of this year.
Okay, Anthony says there was a big lawsuit recently with Disney and YouTube where Disney was saying that they violated copyright by allowing these channels to do fake AI generated trailers. Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
there was a lot there's a lot of good actually there's a whole entire Star Wars series going on YouTube, or somebody's making these videos basically taking Star Wars stories like from books and comics and all that and generated them into actual
Mhm.
believable AI
Cartoons.
fucking
Yeah.
movies
Yeah.
like some of these look like actual movies.
And this goes back to what we just said a few minutes ago about this is the Wild Wild West slash Dark Ages. It's the Wild Wild West of AI. We don't have all the laws. Everything's not in place yet. People are it is truly the Wild West era, late 1800, early 1900s of AI. That's where we're at in this. We
And
don't,
I
you
know
know,
a lot of comic retailers that I follow actually will not sell any books that has any artist doing AI bullshit.
I
Yep.
approve that 100%. I know some people get angry about this because not to change the subject, this comes up now in modern day. People are the go-to thing for flyers and album covers now. People want to be cheap and hurry up is AI. And the real artists are getting pissed because they're like, hey, this is our livelihood. I get that, I understand that, and I'd rather have a real artist give me some heart and soul in their illustrations and drawings than a fucking computer. So while some people are arguing with me, oh, it's the future, it's the way it's gonna go, we're gonna eliminate the artists. I said, y'all said that about physical media and it's still here, so shut up. That's how I feel about it. So I don't want to see the original artists lose their jobs. I want to see real art. I want to see real heart and soul. And I think any of us who are true fans of these kind of things can appreciate that, I think. And all three of us being collectors,
Yeah.
you know,
Like,
so
and it's and also I've like I said I've seen way too many sci-fi movies where this
yeah,
is a
Breaking
same shit
news.
over,
bad idea.
same shit over and over. Back in the day, you'd have two movies come out at the same time, fighting the same idea, trying to see whose was better. Today, you've got 100 of the same idea come out at the
Yeah.
same time. So,
Breaking
um,
news. Breaking news. Breaking news. This has nothing to do with wrestling. This has nothing to do with wrestling at all. My team, the Houston Rockets, have been eliminated from the NBA playoffs by the Los Angeles Lakers. 4 games to 2.
thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Well, it's the Lakers, so
Yeah. All right. Let's move on. I think we pretty much all agree and got our states across on this AI in wrestling and
Bullshit.
in
I
general.
call bullshit. I want to redo.
What? Oh, well, before we haven't really touched any serious news yet, but I'd like to get into a serious story, but a sad story next.
but
So
before we get to that is like Mike's sorry because like a lot of his teams this year did not do good.
yeah, but Mike, like his bands, he picks the very obscure non-winners. So
The
Like
fuck
toilet
I
brush
do.
and like toilet brush and dime store
I knew he was gonna do it. I knew toilet brush was coming.
and salt biscuits and
Salt biscuits.
Yo, man, y'all talking about my gangster bitch Barbie again?
Yeah. All right. Well, we gotta go from a little bit of joking to this is gonna be the downer of tonight, and this is really sad. I'm sure a lot of people, probably y'all have heard about this already, as well as the chat. But AEW's Rebel has been officially diagnosed with ALS at the age of. She's only like around 45. She's not 50 yet. She's around 45 years old, maybe 47, if that. And ALS is a horrible disease. This is what killed Steve Mongo
Logan.
McMichael. There's no cure. This is a painful, horrible existence to deal with. And the most I can say is we wish her well. Hope that she doesn't have to suffer too. I hope she can enjoy the rest of her life. But she was crying online and she's like, there is no timetable. I don't know how long I have.
Salt biscuits are not a real band. I hope. God, I hope not.
Oh no,
Anyway,
like I said, I got a knack for naming things, so I won't be somebody. I'll be surprised if somebody steals my ideas. It's that, yeah, man, let's call ourselves the Salt
Oh,
Biscuits.
okay, but if I could be Lance Storm and we could be serious here for a minute, y'all.
Yeah,
Rebel being diagnosed with ALS.
oh, it
yeah.
sucks,
That's
dude.
yeah. That's like I watched the video and I'm like, wow, yeah,
She is way young to have that.
yeah. Like I got to meet her. Oh, good God! It was at the first annual AEW softball game, and she was doing a signing, and yeah, I got to meet her for a minute. So,
But
uh,
this, go ahead.
yeah, she was an awesome person. So, she was awesome to meet at the time, and then just like
I've
yeah, and
heard
then
that
after
I've heard she's very nice in real life and very friendly to the fans and the people.
yeah, yeah,
And
this is way she's way too young to be going through
way
Yeah,
this.
too young to have to suffer with it. But this is like the physical version of, if anyone in the chat or anyone has ever known someone with Alzheimer's or dementia, the mental breakdown that you can try to hinder it if you catch it enough, but you can never reverse it or stop it. This is like the physical breakdown of the body, and it's a terrible thing. She's
Yeah,
way young to be suffering through that. This isn't like Parkinson's. This is worse than the level of a Parkinson's or Parkinson disease. This is very horrible. This is going to
yeah.
lead her to a painful death where she's going to lose her mobility and pretty much fall apart. It's a this is
Ain't
this
that
is like a torturous death.
ain't that what Michael J. Fox is going through,
no, that's
or
Parkinson's.
Yeah,
that's Parkinson's? Okay.
he would have been dead long ago if he had ALS.
Okay. So
ALS is
this is
what
what
Lou
Mongo
Gehrig.
went through.
This is what Lou
Yes,
Gehrig had. ALS. Lou Gehrig is. It used to be called before it was ALS. It used to be called Lou Gehrig's disease.
yes, yeah.
And yes, exactly. And you're exactly right, Anthony. She is the same rebel from TNA and Ring of Honor.
Yes.
Um, but Lou Gehrig's disease is something that it's
You probably wouldn't wish it on your enemy.
you don't want to wish that on anybody, man. And it happens. It happens to more people than people want to admit because it's something to do with the cognitive function in your brain, and it separates different. It's almost like having Alzheimer's or dementia, but worse.
And physically,
It makes your whole body just
Yeah.
forget how to do something.
it
Yeah.
paralyzes you. It paralyzes the body. You have to rely on other people to help you out. You eventually lose the ability to do everything.
Yeah. The most notable recently is the passing of Steve Mongo McMichael from Chicago Bears, also WCW
Yeah, and
alumni.
He only lasted a few years.
And,
Luckily,
and he went through it for a while. He hung on for a while,
he did, but
and
his second wife was very good, stuck by his side the whole time, taking care of him.
yeah, and he was looking bad.
Well, it's painful as well. That's the other thing they don't tell you. You suffer as well. It's a shitty disease that we don't have a cure for, and it sucks that anybody's got to go through this. It sucks that she's so young, and they find out, oh, you've got something wrong with your health. We're not sure what it is. Here you go. It's the worst thing possible. That's like telling somebody, I don't know. You might, depending on how people look at life. If I told you you had cancer and you didn't have much pain, but you're going to die in 6 months, you might come out ahead versus having ALS and suffering for. I'm just saying. I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you what one's better than the other, but some people might prefer a quick death compared to a long, drawn out,
He
merciless
got
death like this.
he battled ALS for since 2021, and he died last year.
It wasn't long. It was a handful of years. That's not long, and he suffered. He fought,
Yeah,
but he suffered. In
yeah,
the
Yeah,
last
and
the last couple of years, he there wasn't much he could do on his own anymore.
he died
Like
at 67, and
yeah,
that was last year. So
yeah.
he had it for and she's young. Oh man, I feel bad, bro.
Well, I don't think she's gonna. I don't think she's gonna last 10 years, dude. If she does, maybe medical
He
science.
didn't last. He didn't even last 5 years, man.
I know, and he was an athlete, also with CTE, like Andy said. Well, for
Yeah,
his
but he even in his old age, at the time, he was a big guy.
yeah,
Even
he was.
old, he was a big guy. And once that disease took him, all of that went away. Yeah, he shrunk.
Well, look at when Lex Luger lost the ability to walk. He shrunk.
Yeah, he lost all that muscle.
Yeah, but yeah, like whatever you believe in, chat prayers, thoughts, condolence, whatever. Throw on up for Rebel. She was a nice person. She never really did anything to anybody short of when she was with Britt Baker. She played the character of a dick on screen. No, Deborah McMichael was not his current wife, not for a long, long time, over like damn near 20 years.
Yeah,
That was
basically,
not
yeah. Well, he was with Deborah McMichael. Then she cheated on him with Jeff Jarrett. Then Jeff Jarrett took her to WWF. Then she cheated on Jeff Jarrett with Steve Austin. Then Steve Austin smacked the shit out of her.
yeah. And then today she is a legal para. She works like at not a full blown attorney, but she like works in that kind of stuff between Louisiana and Texas. She's a smart cookie. That's not a dumb woman. I will tell you all that. But that's just not. I don't know the name of his wife but she stood by his side the whole time, took care of him through this whole ALS and beyond. I mean, she really did him good. She stood by him. She physically took care of him bedside the whole time.
I will say this, but did you know that Lex Luger was an NFL player?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
I think
he played for
the Packers, ain't it?
this guy right here. Yes, sir.
That's why his football career was cut short. Because he played with the Packers.
Oh, I hate you so much. I hate you so much right now.
I think.
But you know who he supports? He supports the Manchester United, bro.
Anyway, to move on, I think Mike, and Josh agree again. Give it up for Rebel. Let's wish her the best. I think we're all in agreement. And fuck ALS and fuck cancer and fuck dementia and fuck Alzheimer's. All right, y'all. Mm-hmm. One of these days, maybe we can all live long enough to find a cure for one of them, if not all of them. All right. That was the downer news of the night. Let's get into some more stuff here. I'll save this one. This is juicy, and I'll save that.
No Shave May has commenced. Devin, really, bro?
Oh no, man! This is gotta go. This is going tomorrow, man. This is all coming off tomorrow.
No
well, thoughts on Hogan documentary? Did anybody watch that yet? No.
We will get into that. That is at the end of the show. We're getting into that. Okay.
I only watched the first 2 parts of it.
So I have stuff about all of that. Everybody's rushing. Hold on, let's get through the news. All right, let's jump to this. A second fan has come forward, and I heard the 911 call. Fan call 911 claiming Punk shoved him. Not the same fan that he slapped the phone out of that week at Bailey and his wife, but the same weekend. Not same fan, but same weekend.
Good for Punk.
TMZ, of course, had to blast it all over the place. The guy, y'all just tell me what y'all think. Hello, 911. What's your? Yes, I'd like to report that this wrestler pushed me. Chime in, guys. Chime in.
Dude, all I'm gonna say is, if you go to a wrestler and he pushes you, you did something very stupid.
Someone said, "How about get out my personal space?"
Yeah, get out my personal space. I'm not the biggest CM Punk fan as it is, but if you're in a man's personal space or his area and he's walking and you're stopping and he bumps into you, that's one thing and shoves you. But then that's a dick move. Now, if you're harassing this dude or walking towards him and then you stop and he walks towards you and you think you're going to get something and he pushes you, that's your own fucking stupidity for being in this fucking way.
I don't think I need to explain to y'all. I think y'all could both imagine exactly how this went down and why it went down, and I think y'all already know the story.
Oh, dude, he probably was being followed, and then he stopped, and dude was like, "What the fuck is your problem?" And he's like, and he pushed him and kept walking.
Or hey, would you sign this with your son? Hey, can you take a picture with your son? With your son? No, bro, get away! Ah, you killed me. You know.
Yeah, yeah,
Too.
that's probably what it is.
That's
I know.
exactly what it is. But yeah, I
I'm
just
gonna
want.
sue the shit out of you,
Yeah.
man.
Anyway, I just wanted to touch on that. I don't know if it's someone trying to cash in, somebody trying to do like the first guy who wants reparations, all this stuff. Just more idiot shit going back to last week. Don't harass the talent, people.
Don't piss off the talent, man.
You
Don't
are
piss off.
peasants. Stay that way.
We're not peasants.
You are the peasants.
We are
Stay that
not
way.
peasants. We are not peasants. However, we do contribute to their money making. I do say this, and I say this in high regard, just like you would do with any athlete. Avoid their personal space.
Yes.
Give them access to their personal area. If you see them walking, move to the fucking side, people. It ain't gonna hurt you.
Man, yeah.
Just move out of the way.
I mean, just be like, you just see them and and it's like you just see them discuss, hey, punk, wave, say hi, then keep moving. You know.
Yeah.
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 But
And
I mean, we all know what happened. Hey, wait, let me get a picture. Hey, let me sign this. Let me sign. Hey, would you sign this? Would you got? Get away. And you broke my arm. You know, it's like, bruh, did you pay for a meet and greet? Is this a fan event? Get the fuck. I, they're
we are
lucky.
not getting truth housing that backlash, Devin.
They are lucky that I am not a celebrity because I'd have lawsuits out the ass. All right. I'll save this for rumors with this. And with okay, another quick little story. Lacey Evans announces she's ready to return to the world of wrestling, and boy, does she look different in the face. Devin, you'd be disappointed. I have a picture for you.
She's a stick figure and with boobs.
Nope, looks like a completely different person without the makeup.
Lacey Evans is that the one that did the military thing?
Yeah, she's a Marine, former Marine.
Devin was in love with her, but anyway, she announces that she's ready to return. Now, this does not mean WWE, and I doubt it hard, but she's ready to return to professional wrestling. So,
And
yeah,
she's been gone for
long
Several
time.
years.
about 5.
And
Yeah, I was gonna say about a good 5 years.
not
She
5 years, but
she's been
her,
gone. She's been gone right after COVID because she was in that angle with Charlotte and Ric Flair
yeah,
as Ric Flair's new stepmom.
yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, she was going to be like pregnant for him and all this crap, but she's been doing OnlyFans since she left.
I didn't know she was doing OnlyFans,
You
but
didn't know that? She
no,
the
that's
first thing she
awesome.
announced was I'm doing OnlyFans for me and my 6-year-old daughter. I never saw it, but I remember her announcing that as soon as she was gone.
That's creepy. Her and her 6-year-old daughter. That's creepy.
In modern
Well,
day, these 20-something-year-old women, dude, that's like, hey, I got to put food up. Back in the day, you old women stripped for the kids. Now we do OnlyFans for the kids. I say you're all losers for the kids that should have went to college or had a plan B. And I don't mean
Dude,
plan B Xing your kid. I mean a plan
I'm
B
gonna
as a job.
I'm gonna say this. This is a total story. It's true. This happened about 3 or 4 months ago. I was helping a friend out, taking him to go do some things, and an SUV pulled up beside us, and I was like, "Okay, cool." We're at a red light, and there was a little, I'd say about elementary school kid in the passenger seat, in the front seat of the SUV, and it was tinted windows, so you couldn't really because you know how someone pulls up to you, you glance over, and you keep going, and you drive forward. And the car passed me. Guess what the license plate said? ONLYFNM.
Only
Only
family?
fan mom.
No, only family?
Only fan mom.
Oh. Well, I've been seeing these stickers lately of the OnlyFans logo, but people are replacing the fans word with what they want. I've been
yeah,
seeing this all over
only
trucks and
dads.
decals. Yeah,
Yeah, only
only
dad.
dads, only all kind of stuff. It's been these decals are becoming popular, but
This was on the license tag, bro.
all right. Well,
Oh yeah,
Mike,
I've seen that. I've seen something like
Mike,
similar to that. It's like I've seen one that said only F girl.
Yeah.
in all I can say is in modern day, nothing surprises me anymore with these idiots, bro, that are all younger than us.
Dude, I almost stopped her and said, "Can I get a picture?" I almost did, dude, just
She
for the
probably would have been
trip.
like, "Oh my God, sure, but you're not gonna try to kill me, are you?" That's what they do now.
Oh yeah, and
Yeah,
stupid. But I
yeah.
didn't. I just laughed my ass off and kept
It's
driving
like
on.
it's
But
like
like, hey,
give me
can I
all.
get a picture? I have a man. It looks like several men to me.
No, in modern day, it's like yeah, they want all the attention, but if you give them your word, you're not a serial killer. They're like, oh, okay. Now it's like you could be, and Buffalo Bill would put them to shame, but like
You
in
size
modern day,
7? Fuck it.
as long as they get that attention and they like, oh, you promise you're not a, oh I swear I won't hurt you. Okay, it's like,
Here's a
bro,
sack.
yeah,
Go like Borat, like he do with Pamela Anderson. Oh, sexy time.
yeah. My wife, number 3 prostitute in all of Kazakhstan. She's also my sister.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, there's another news for tonight. The one of the main reasons for all the WWE releases, like the White Six,
Oh,
um, Aleister Black and his wife, and
the spooky story.
yes, yeah. So apparently, someone in TKO is very a religious guy. Is that I don't like this stuff. Fire him.
I heard it was they want more realization, less hokey sci-fi
No,
type. That's what I was
no,
told.
no, no. This came out today. Is like the reason why these guys got let go is because of their spooky thing, and this guy didn't like it. Is like let him go. That's the reason why Undertaker now is not going by the Dead Man, and he's going by American Badass.
Real.
If you
I'm gonna look into that because I didn't hear all that at all, and I was just watching earlier today that they were the ones that wanted the wide six and all that removed, but I heard they wanted less hokey shit and they wanted their product to be closer to UFC. But I'll look more into that.
yeah, it's like it was kind of stupid. It's like the White Six were fucking popular.
Yeah,
They were fucking they were popular and everybody liked it and everything. So I don't know why they didn't do it. I know there's coming out stories about Aleister Black.
Well,
I have
he's a Satanist.
Well,
well
not just
I
that,
have
not
the
just
news.
that. I'm talking about his work ethic. I don't care about his. I don't care what.
I have the news on Black. I'm saving that because it's one of the bigger stories, but I have that. But what we need to do now, I have a lot of ladies in the news this week, so let's do this one now. I don't know how
Goodness.
many. This is a little new within the last couple of days or since NXT. How about the Nikita Lyons online backlash that she's been getting? And no, it's not just because she jobbed out to your girl, the Rocker, but she got online and made comments saying, "Oh, everybody's saying they missed the old Nikita Lyons. Oh, wait till you see what I've got in store. You ain't seen nothing yet." Everybody online's hitting her. Girl, did you break it? Did you bust your knee again writing this tweet? Or to like, girl, all you are is a thick smoke show and you're losing that. To people comparing her to the Brooklyn Brawler, to people saying you've been in NXT for 600 days and you ain't graduated yet. New what? Old what? You are past it. And everybody's saying she's gonna be next to get cut.
Yeah, I think so too. It's like looks aside. I mean, that was a draw. That was a draw to her. First, everybody's
Yes.
like, "Oh my,
Yes.
look at this woman right here." I
Yeah.
mean, she was getting the
Yeah.
nickname Nikki the Dragon Creamboat.
I didn't
Yeah.
hear that one, but I like it.
I
Yeah.
was like, I mean, heck, I was drooling over her. I'm like, oh my
Oh, she's
god.
built terrific, and but well, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna wait and see. I'll say what I'll say
But
after
yeah,
this.
you could. I mean, the thing is like you can look in the wrestling business. You could look like
$1 million.
$1 million, but god
You
dang, if you
wrestle
don't got if
$5
you
a month.
But if you don't got the talent, you don't got the talent.
Oh, I got a great challenge for you right there. Do you think that Jade Cargill's more talented than Nikita Lyons in a ring?
No.
No, I think Nick. The thing is she got skill set. No, I mean, I see her videos all the time. I
Nikita
follow her.
Lyons is a legit martial artist.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. She's got skills. She can work, but there's just something not there.
Something not clicking with her.
Yeah,
Wait,
just something not clicking with her. I'm like,
wait,
I mean,
Nikita, Nikita Lyons.
I could drool over her all I want, and heck, I'd be like, I'll be
Y'all,
like,
y'all
oh,
are
Nikita
talking
Lyons,
about y'all are talking about Nikita.
but
All right, you know why? If y'all are talking about Nikita, you want to know why? And I know this because of the business I'm in. You want to know why Nikita's not clicking? Because it was obvious to me after day two that she's used because she happens to be in martial arts and happens to be physical. She's using WWE as a platform like some other women did before. Because guess what she's been working on while her knees busted, and I already knew she was going this direction. She wants
OnlyFans.
a pop music career.
Oh,
That is what she wants. She's using WWE as a stepping stone, just like Sable wanted to back in the day to get into movies. Just like so many of the other women wanted to do. Nikita Lyons is using this to get to get cooler with the rap community, to get into crossover music, to ride out, to do her own. That's what this whole thing is. If you don't respect the wrestling business and you're trying to be in the wrestling business, they will spit you out very quickly.
mm,
And that's what's going to happen to her because she's not putting the wrestling. That's what's not clicking. She's not putting the wrestling first. It's another thing on her plate. The wrestling is her white beans to her jambalaya and strips of catfish on her plate. That's the problem, and it shows to people. People can tell when you give a shit and when you don't, and what you put or prioritize in your life.
part-time. Respect
Yeah.
my part-time. Respect my
Yeah.
part-time.
But that's why she's not clicking. She's not, she could do better if she applied herself more. She's not caring enough about the wrestling. And she figures if she's in WWE, she's getting some name buzz. If she'd have been younger, she probably would have tried to be on one of the reality shows if it'd be back in the day for WWE.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that's why I don't, as great as she is to look at, don't get me wrong. I think and also she seems to be very injury prone with those knees. It's over
Yeah.
and over and over again. We talked about this last week with Rollins. How many and other wrestlers? How many times can you bang the knee until the knee don't go no more? And
Once.
what? And what? Well, besides that, what this woman did her entire career as a child growing up, martial arts. What does martial arts need? Knees,
He's
knees.
Knees, man.
So if we had to bet on it, I think easy goodbye. If she that leg goes bad or that knee goes bad in this run, I think it's adios before we know it.
Yeah.
If
And
not,
there's
if not next cuts, she'll probably be in the next cuts unless she's blowing somebody backstage.
wow. Anyway,
That has been mentioned too. A lot of people are like, "How is this woman still employed?" But all these talent cuts just happened, and somebody was like blowing Booker T back. I'm like, not really, but I wouldn't doubt it if she was. The way she talks online and her age, she's one of them girls that I wouldn't put it past her to be Alexa Bliss or Liv Morgan at her age. I wouldn't put it past her.
where's Phil? Phil is at work on Friday nights now, country. He will
Yeah.
be with us only on Monday nights.
Now, let me do the schedule for y'all one time. So the shows work now Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We got rid of Tuesdays. Monday is your any pay per views or wrestling shows that happen over the weekend, whether it be other companies' pay per views, Saturday Night Main Event, anything like that. WWE, AEW, anybody. Plus any kind of extremely important break, but
I
and
have a
also cover
question.
Raw.
Is there a pay-per-view this weekend?
Yes,
Dantaku, right?
yes. That will be Sunday morning, early in the AM.
Are we
Wednesdays
doing
are
a
just
are we doing a preview or a
maybe
pick
we
'em
can.
or
Maybe
anything?
we can if I can finish this sentence.
Okay.
Wednesday is miscellaneous day, but the guys cover NXT, a little bit of Dynamite, and maybe something important because of the news. Miscellaneous day bullshit day, just something to tie you all over. Friday now they'll cover TNA if they watch it, SmackDown, but Friday is the big end of the week news day, which is my favorite day of the week because they get to do all this juicy gossip, and there's plenty more.
But yeah, do y'all want to do uh, what do they call it? A fantasy booking of the show for
A
Don
pick 'em,
Taco?
a pick'ems.
I guess you would call it a pick'ems.
For what? For
If
what?
y'all, I wasn't gonna beg for it because I know Josh doesn't keep up with it. But if you would like to, I'll participate.
If you want to participate, it's up to
What?
Josh.
For what? For what pay per view this weekend?
Wrestling Don Taku Sunday morning.
Wrestling the taco. Wrestling the taco.
Don Taku. It's a legendary. It's
Wrestling
where
taco.
no, it's where Hulk Hogan fought Antonio Inoki forever. It's iconic. It's been going for like 20 years.
Wrestling taco. Well,
wrestling a Japanese tacos, man.
You didn't listen to any of the, when I talked about that at the beginning of the show, the double main event for night one.
there's 2 nights of this show.
Yes.
Saturday night, Sunday morning, Sunday night, Monday morning.
Yep.
Oh, jeez, man. I like you said.
He's already gonna cry about going to sleep.
Yeah, man. You gotta be naming wrestlers. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck any of these guys are.
You know who Andrade is. You know who Will Ospreay is.
Yeah,
You know who ELP is. You know you know half the roster.
You know half the roster. You know who Bolton Oleg is.
Yeah. You know who Kushida is if he's there. You know who freaking Yoda Suji. I don't even know if he knows who you're. Cal Newman, the new world champ. I mean, the list goes on and on now. But anyway, we can talk about that after. Let's get through some of this news.
Get through it. Let's go. Let's run
All
through
right.
this shit.
All right, we have some. Let's do some what ifs before we get to the two big ones. So, first what if story that came out: Jordan Grace has proposed an idea to management. She is fighting tooth and nail hard for this, and you know what? I think this is a stupid good idea. She wants, and she knows he's gone. She wants to be the Paul Heyman girl.
That'd be awesome.
I don't think I have to even ask you guys that we all say yay, not nay for that. Because not only does that give her a mouthpiece, but she would be I think this would be if they agree to it, I think it'd be a great move for her.
I agree.
Josh?
Yeah, I agree. She that's one thing I meant about Jordan Grace. I mean, she's got the look, she's got the skills, but she's
not good on. I think she realizes she doesn't have it on the mic either, but she is begging backstage. She's pushing that now that if Brock's going, that she could be Brock. Heyman could still do whoever, whether he goes to Gunther or not. But she wants to be that Paul Heyman girl. I think that would benefit her ridiculously good. The only way I think it would have been any better is if back when Asuka fought Charlotte at Mania, Asuka would have been the original Paul Heyman girl. That's the only thing I think would have been better.
Yep. And Anthony says Mandy Rose wasn't really a good wrestler. She was there for her looks too. So I would agree that she was using WWE as a platform to possibly do only.
I will fight you on that for one simple reason, because my cousin, as crazy as he is, freaking ZZ, who was on Tough Enough, got very close with Mandy. They became buddies. Mandy did have a not just that, I know as well. She does have a passion for it and like the business. She's got to remember, she was a fitness model, not somebody coming into. She came into wrestling, but she fell in love with it, and she was good enough to be put in. You have to remember, she was a substitute in that Tough Enough.
Yeah.
She was substituted in, still didn't win, still made main roster. And does she look great? Is she one of the most perfectly built women you could find? Like textbook? Yeah. She is. But you know what? She didn't suck in the ring. She got better as time went on. I won't call Mandy Rose a Candice Michelle or a Melina or Sable or even though I think she looks hot. What's her damn name we just talked about?
Nikita Lyons.
Nikita Lyons. I just don't think she's in it to get more famous. I think she was in it because she really liked the wrestling and she was enjoying herself. I really do.
I think that after WWE dropped the ball with her, I think she felt like she had a sour taste in her mouth and she didn't want to do it no more.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, they kind of had to release her after what happened, but I think after
she
that,
was
she would
showing her
make that
titties off and
OnlyFans.
everything.
She would make that OnlyFans money. She had at the time she had broke a record at the time. It's been passed now by these girls now before they get 18. You get on a prepay, and by the time they turn it in the first hour, they're making record money. That's insane what they do. Which their parents should be held responsible for that for pimping them out. They
I
should.
agree.
That's bullshit for being underage and setting up children to go into this industry when they turn it. That's fucked up. But a willing adult that makes their own decisions, you can do whatever you like.
And I tell you another thing I hate, man, is these women on there saying they're going to pimp out their virginity.
Oh yeah, they had one a few years back. Within the last 10 years, she was from another country. She auctioned off her. She was like 20 something years old. She auctioned off her virginity, the highest bidder. Some dude paid something like 30 million or something crazy.
Ridiculous, man.
Yeah, I mean, but when you're an adult and you're in control, you can make whatever decision you want. And if you got enough money like that and you're some kind of sultan to throw your money away, fine. But enough of this getting these kids all over Instagram and X and selling them before they're of age and put them in skimpy clothes. And then oh, they
Bullshit.
turned 18, come to OnlyFans. You could pre-order now. That needs to be, we were just talking about the
Um,
Wild Wild West of AI. That needs to be fucking stomped out right there.
man, what
That
you say, bro?
the parents need to get, if you promote your child to do that for 18, you need to be in legal trouble. The parent, whoever the guardian parent is, that's bullshit.
I agree. I
Yeah,
totally agree with that.
that because all you doing is you don't give a shit, and you setting up your kid to be your pay wagon, and whether they like you or not, or cut you in or out the deal, you setting him up and teaching them that this is all right and to be your money rod. That's bullshit. Kids
Hmm.
shouldn't be your money rod.
Should be a money racket either.
Um, I do think one day they're gonna outlaw that OnlyFans of the money idea. I think one day they will, but you're still gonna have a generation of women that became millionaires from it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay. One more speculation here. Let's see. Yes. Before we get into the two big news stories, Evil's new name. Do we finally have it? WWE filed a trademark for Nox Nox Kaijin, which is supposed to be the god of lightning, rain, weather in mythical Japan. But Nox Kaijin has officially been trademarked by WWE. Mike already has his head down. I don't see any other new Japanese wrestlers in this company. Does this mean this is what we're getting for Evil? And say like half the people in the couldn't we just drop the Nox and just go Kaijin since it would sound less gay?
Or what if it's what's his name coming over?
I don't see Hiromu being the god of rain, lightning, and thunder. That's Evil's gimmick. I mean, look at him the way he came out. Came out looked like he was ready to be put rained on.
They
You know
booed that man. They didn't even know who the fuck that man was.
who?
A lot of the people there, they didn't really know.
There was nothing but evil chants going the entire time he walked
yeah,
out. I watched the video.
yeah. There was they knew who he
The who
was.
are you chance was the British guy from Progress, that the big dude. The
Yeah.
whole time they had people in the crowd, I could hear them. It's evil, it's evil. Then he got in the ring, evil. Then when he took everybody, evil, evil, evil. The whole place. I mean, there wasn't a million people, but the whole place. I said, look at these, look at the WWE marks. They know what the fucking evil is. Who'd have
Yeah,
thunk it? They watch New
no,
Japan.
no,
Who'd have thunk
they
it?
didn't. Yeah, they just didn't know who the fat guy was, the flying fat guy.
That
Oh yeah,
they was
Will
who
Cruz.
he's a former Progress champ. That's one of the two big companies in the
Yeah,
UK, and I've been told that he is good. So y'all
yeah,
better keep
Will
an eye on him.
Cruz. Will Cruz.
Y'all better keep an eye on him. I'm told he is. They cleaned up his look. They made him look more like the young guy, shaved like a fan out the crowd. They make it take the piercings out and all, but they said keep an eye out for that guy. He's big and he's good. They said.
We shall see. We shall see.
All
The
right,
next Bam Bam.
we can mark this off right here. I think this guy's supposed to be able to make Bam Bam look like a sloth. I hear, but anyway. All right. This one y'all really gonna like to get into here. I'll give it off to y'all, and then I'll go get my beer. But Multiple people, but the biggest name to make this claim is good old Jim Ross himself. Jim Ross says Aleister Black buried himself in AEW, and I'm going to pair this. Well, first, let me talk about it a little bit. He refused to lose, insisted to have it his way, all of this. And then JR claims he wanted it to fail because it was a mid card act and he thought he was bigger. So JR's calling out a lot of other people have said this as well, but JR is the bigger name of the other accusers. We pair this up with Selena Vega was in talks with Tony Khan. That's his wife, anybody who lives under a rock. When she was discussing staying in AEW, she ghosted Tony Khan and went back to WWE. I don't see Tony Khan, being the media kid he is, taking that like, oh, well, I think they're both going to get snibbed. And it might be even truer than what you thought I said, Mike, about TNA or Indies for those two.
I don't think that they're going to AEW. I don't think
I
that.
don't either.
I think New Japan would probably be the best fit for them.
I
Yeah.
can't lie. That would make that or duo Matt Cardona.
Do a Matt Cardona, yeah. But I really think New Japan would be the best for them.
It
But
would.
I don't see. But Jim Ross also stated that he don't think his bridges are burned in AEW, but they're running out fast.
I have the caption, the clip. JR says Aleister Black burned his bridges. I can send you the pic. That's a quote from him. But anyway, they had other people making comments on it. I didn't even bother to screenshot those because JR is the biggest name, and we all know he's AEW hardcore backstage involved in everything. We know this. So I'm going to take Jim Ross's word. Short of giving me some kayfabe or over the counter bullshit, under the counter bullshit, I'm going to take Jim Ross's word over the average Joe or
Here it
another
is right
wrestler.
here. Sponsored by World Observer Newsletter, Wrestling Observer Newsletter. Jim Ross says he doesn't believe Aleister Black is burning the bridge with AEW. Speaking on his Grilling JR podcast, Ross referred to Black as a main event talent and said he and Zelina Vega are two keepers. However, Ross suggested that Black take some time off before returning to the ring. He said that he likes Aleister Black. I think he could do himself a favor by simply stepping away for a while. He's got a 90-day no compete anyway. How much can you improve in 90 days, Aleister? That's my question to you.
I'm not
Ross said
buying it because Meltzer, that's Wrestling Observer Newsletter, and we all know Meltzer is a shill for Tony. Anything AEW or who he likes, people he doesn't like, or he can spoil WWE's results, he will. That means that Meltzer likes Black and he's fluffing it up. That's what that means. I'm not buying that one bit because every week they've been exposing Meltzer on his bullshit.
I'm just saying this right here. Ross said he's not sure why Black has had conflict with management previously, but encouraged him not to be so critical. He seems to run afoul of the establishment from time to time, and I don't know why that is. I'm not there to work with him in that regard, so I don't know why that is. But whatever it is, my advice to him would be to get over it. Don't be so critical of things. Just be critical of your own work and making it better. Conrad Thompson asked Ross why Black's run in AEW wasn't more successful, and Ross answered that he feels Black looked at his time in the company as a step down.
Yes, that is true. That's very.
He
He looks
said,
at AEW as the minor league, and that it wasn't as important. But if you want to know why Aleister Black has the opinion of himself he does, he thinks he's CM Punk Jr.
he
without the
goes,
accolades. I'm telling you,
this
that's why.
these are Jim Ross's words. I don't think he wanted to, Conrad. I don't think he was happy there. I think he looked at it as a step down. He's in the minor leagues or some shit. But that's the WWE mentality rubbing off on you, and that'll happen. It's unstoppable, and it can't be helped. That's kind of how I looked at his situation. Ross continued, I like his game a lot, and his wife is a hell of a hand. You've got two keepers in those two people. And then he was asked if he feels Black has burned his bridge with AEW. Ross responded, no, I do not, but I think that his chances are running out. Trust is a big thing. Reliability, are you reliable? There is, I'm sure, a small faction of some in the wrestling business that believe he's missing something. I don't disagree with that, but he's not missing his attire, his look, his work ethic. So whatever his downfalls are, they seem to be stimulated from things outside the bell to bell, but I like the guy. I'd hire him in a heartbeat.
JR is being the political guy here in case Tony Khan hires him back. JR is going to be nice and not say bad things because he doesn't know if Tony will hire him back or not. Anthony,
And
My first thought was TNA. The problem there is there's no money for those two at TNA. Here's where I really disagree with Jim Ross, and this proves that he's bullshitting here. He's playing business politics. Selena Vega is a good hand on a microphone or translating for somebody. She is not a hell of a hand in the ring. She's not a decent hand in the ring. She's not even a poor hand in the ring. She's one step above whatever her name was, Ava Maria, whatever the fuck the redhead was in WWE.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I
So
disagree. I totally disagree. But go
Selena
ahead.
Vega is not that good in a ring.
I disagree. Wholeheartedly, I disagree.
She's one step better than Miss Kitty from what I watched.
Wow, I so disagree on
Damn.
that one too.
Yeah. I mean,
This-
she is Zelina Vega. She is a lot better than the wrestler that you just named, but she's not the greatest, but she's a lot better than them.
Dana
And
Brooke is a better wrestler, and that hurts
No.
me to say that.
No, I disagree.
Is Selena Vega better to look at? Yeah.
I disagree with that one.
You disagree that Selena Vega is better to look at than Dana Brooke?
Yes,
You think Dana
Yes.
Brooke's hotter than Selena Vega?
yes.
Beer.
beer 30.
I mean,
Zelina Vega is a good wrestler, but I think she's a better. She needs to be a manager type situation, and that's what's sorely missing
Yeah, I agree with that.
from today's wrestling is female managers.
A manager and a talker translator, Selena Vega's tops. She's good. She's real good.
Yeah. I mean, hell, that's how she got Andrade over.
you know, it would be really good if they actually did this. What if they let Tommy N speak in his own language, which is he's Dutch.
Mhm.
They let him speak Dutch and let her translate him to English. That would be really cool.
One problem: we've seen him in both companies speak English.
Yeah, I know.
Now you want some fire, Paul.
What if he uses a mask? Would
You
it
want
change
some
the
fire?
appearance?
You want some fire ass Paul Heyman style creative right here? You put Selena Vega in Josh's role as a manager / spokeswoman. Let it be black. It could be who black could join with someone else, anybody. But let's pretend it's AEW. On the other side, you finally get her out the fucking ring and put her where she belongs. You put Penelope Ford as manager on the other side, and we get the old school cat fights, but not in her. You talk about people are gonna go nuts when them two lock up on the outside.
Not
Look,
really, because
Josh is already getting his lotion. Look,
Yeah, okay, yeah, give my lotion, man. Shit,
yeah,
give me that old school dynasty cat fights, man.
I like it, but I'm not in love with it.
all right. Anthony has a great one. CMLO or possibly Rebirth of Lucha. What about those two?
Very possible.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
possible.
very
I
possible.
agree with you, Mike. I agree with you on the both of them would flourish in New Japan, and Zelina could do Stardom, but you could have her come out with Black. Black would be treated very good, and if he can learn to shut his fucking mouth and win and lose when he's told, they'll make him look like $1 million in New Japan. They would.
Well, I mean, it ain't about winning and losing, and I think
That's
that's
the
what a
problem.
lot of
No,
people.
it is. It is.
Yeah.
Black's whole problem. I don't want to eat that pin. Him and Miro were the two worst. I don't want to take that loss. Tony Khan. Oh, okay. Well, we'll come up with something 2 months later. I don't want to eat that pin. Bro, you're not Hogan. What the fuck?
And you know, he didn't even last a year, dude. He lasted he even lasted a whole year in WWE after he got back there.
3-year contract.
Mm.
Yeah, him, Motor City Machine Guns. I don't even think they were. I don't even think they were there for 2 years.
They weren't.
Black was signed to a 3-year contract, and they released him in under 1.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, man, Zelina Vega is a better wrestler than what you give her credit for. To me, she is up there on par with. She is on par with Zoe Stark. She is on par with even the people that she. Let's see who's people that are still involved in WWE. Let me see. I'm looking. I'm thinking. She's on the par with Naomi. Hell yeah, 100%.
I don't know about better than Naomi. Zoe
I didn't say
Stark, I
better.
can
I didn't
understand
say
because
better than. I didn't say better than Naomi. I said on par.
I don't know about that. Selena Vega's tiny and unbelievable, and if somebody like Zoe Starks, I could care less if I never see that girl wrestle again. That she did have those WWE women wrestlers do nothing for me unless they're good.
Naomi's good.
Naomi is good, misused for many years and out of her prime now, but she knows how to.
Yeah,
It's not that you know what gives Naomi her power. It's not that she's the best wrestler. She has
she's strong.
the selling and the character in ring while she
Yeah,
wrestles.
she got that
That
mic skills.
that too, she does. I won't take that away from her at all. She has the ring presence to do. I'm not trying to say like Shawn Michaels, but some of these women, just like the indie woman, I was going wild over, Mike. Um, for the week of the collective, the one that smokes pot. You said that they won't let in WWE. The
Oh,
blonde.
you talking about Danny Moe?
To me, she looked like a Shawn Michaels of the women's division. That's how much she commanded that ring. Everything she did looked solid. Everything was believable. She was totally aware of where she was. I don't find Naomi's on that level, but I find Naomi does have. That's what puts Naomi over the top. That little, who was the little bitty tiny ass 4 foot something girl we saw in TNA in the 3-way.
You talking about Danny Luna?
Dude, that is Darby Allen in the women. That is not believable, bro. I believe AJ Lee more than I believe that. That is, I don't care how much she could spin around people's necks and all. She's not Rey
Oh, you
Mysterio.
talking? Okay, okay. I thought you were talking about the three way. You're talking about the tag match between Mustafa Ali and them.
No, no, the 3-way with Danny Luna was the thick chick I like.
Yeah,
No, the little tiny. I don't know. She's
Asian
yeah.
Lee Ying Lee.
She's like this big. I'm not gonna buy it, bro. That larger woman could have pinned her in 5 seconds. I'm not gonna buy that.
Yes,
Mhm.
Anthony, I do agree that she is on the same level as Mia Yim. 100,000%. I do believe that she is on par with Mia Yim.
Anthony, I think Black would do fine as long as he's willing to win and lose. I think he'd do fine anywhere. The problem is, Extreme Wrestling in Germany is not going to pay him what New Japan could pay him. CMLL can't pay him what New Japan could. It would benefit if the two of them can go work both companies, still see each other at the end of the day. They get them a place to live out there, at least temporary. Maybe they'll get a second home where they live both. If Black and Vega can maintain a relationship and both work Stardom and New Japan, they would both benefit more financially. And when they're ready to come back to the U.S., companies would want them back.
Yeah,
All that would do is build their stock, and both of them would do good. And no matter how I feel about Selena Vega, Stardom would treat her good. Japan is famous for you wrestle somewhere else, you have a name, and you're not a pain in the ass. We will treat you. We will even make you in a loss look like $1 million. They're famous
but
for that.
how would Japan treat Aleister Black
Very well.
with all them tattoos? Because
That don't
they
mean
have
nothing. That don't mean a damn thing.
Hell,
They say
Templario has a lot of tattoos, and he works for CMLL, and he goes over to New Japan all the time, and they don't get.
the tattoos are symbolic. Like Japanese people, not all their wrestlers, but fighters that don't have tattoo. Like this isn't Saudi Arabia, and if you have certain things that denounce a religion, that the evil's original character was he was satanic, and they had kids buying his little lights and all that when he'd come out. He was a good guy, but he was Satan, and the guy on the announcing table was like worshiping him and all that, and like his favorite god. That they don't care. That doesn't mean anything over there.
I think
But
Zaya Brookside is a worse wrestler than um,
I don't know who that
Selena
is.
Vega.
Sire Brookside.
She works for TNA.
Not surprised.
okay, they go. That's the reason why she's bad.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, that's my personal opinion, though. I mean, that's just me saying that. But
All right. Well,
People have their own opinion.
Okay, guys. Well, let's wrap this one up. If Alistair Black by himself, what company would you put him in first? Josh.
Hmm. God, it's a toss up. He can.
First choice, Josh. Your first, not where you think he would do
I
it.
think he would shine more in New Japan.
Okay. All right. Mike.
I already said my opinion. It's New
Did you?
Japan all the way.
I
But
will. I will agree with y'all, but I think before he does that, he's going to try to bounce her off some kind of U.S. indie, or they're going to stay U.S. All right. Now, what you have to say, Mike?
yeah, I see the U.S. thing that you're trying to say, but I don't agree with the whole idea of him being in the U.S. because he is not a U.S. based entity. He is a product of Europe.
So Okada was a product of Japan. Nakamura was a product of Japan. Look at them today.
Yeah, but those guys are legends in Japan,
See,
and
okay, Switchblade Jay White never hit legendary status, and he's from New Zealand. Look at him. You wanted to live in the U.S. That's why he's here.
yeah, but he's not a good. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Aleister Black's a better talent than Jay White.
Oh, get out of here. Get
I'm
out of here.
serious. I really do.
You just seen his AEW work, and that's a
No,
shame of it.
no. I'm talking about all his work in New Japan, all his work in Ring of Honor, all his work in AEW. I still think Aleister Black is a better hand or a better worker than Jay White. Do I think that Jay White is a better on the mic? Yes. Do I think Jay White has a better skill set than Aleister Black? No.
I will watch a Jay White main event or any kind of match as long as it's not a filler for time and a tag match. Anyway, he's really considered on the ball. Bruh, that dude has shades of Chris Benoit like I've never seen since Chris was alive.
I
Whoever
agree.
taught him how to suplex, he does them identical to Benoit.
I'm going
Yeah,
to say this about
yeah. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on this one, Mike, because I think Jay White is a hell of a.
And
I mean, don't get me wrong, Alistair Black is not is a
he's not
good
bad.
ass. He's a good wrestler.
Yeah.
He's a very good wrestler, but Jay White is a lot better. Is a
Yeah.
lot better wrestler.
Jay White's a world class talent. He's not just a flippy guy and Marshall. Jay White has the psychology. He learned well. He's got the moves. He's got the psychology. He could slow it down. He could speed it up. Problem is Tony Khan that hasn't let him do all that yet. But Tony Khan was enamored with his new toy Will Ospreay while your boy was hurt. Jay White will one day become the AEW heavyweight champion. He will.
I don't see. I don't think
He
so.
will.
I don't
He
see it.
will. If he
I don't see
doesn't
it.
get injured. If he can come back and doesn't get injured. He was never injured in Japan, so that's just same shit with NXT with Kenta. People that don't know how to work more than one style get you injured. If he doesn't get injured, Jay White will and the talking. I mean, he's your next MJF, not the same character, but he's your next MJF. He's your next heel that the most Americans don't know. And he's great in the ring. He could go from Randy Orton to Chris Benoit in the ring. And he could wrestle 60-minute matches.
Well, I'm not knocking that he can't knock it out a grand slam, but my thing is about Jay White is his finisher is just like 99.9% of the other finishers.
That doesn't why would he never create another finisher? Okada has so many people have created more than one finisher. Why would he just keep one finisher? And I mean, for the rest of his career, he'll probably add one in. Before Okada even left New Japan, he added in the money clip as a submission, and he quit
Yeah.
using the Rainmaker altogether. Then he finally broke it back out. I mean, many wrestlers create more than Hiromu has four finishers.
Yes.
Hiromu has four of the motherfuckers. I mean, Jay White is smart enough to know how to adapt, and he was taught well. If he could stay healthy and doesn't get injured again, and with Adam Cole being done in wrestling, I'm telling you, Jay White is going to move up. Tony Khan is going to move him up. I promise you. Unless
Well,
he
I
gets
mean,
injured.
he's going to move up, yes, but he's not main event status, and I don't even know why people are saying that he is.
He is. He proved that. When we all said he wasn't in New Japan, he proved it. Telling you, that dude is compared to Seth Rollins for a reason. That dude and Seth Rollins are compared a lot for a fucking reason. And
I have to wait to see it, but I prefer Aleister Black or Malachi Black over the whole. And the reason I say that it is because of the reason I've seen. I've watched Aleister Black or Tommy End in the Indies. I've seen him wrestle in Europe. I've seen him wrestle in WWE. His skill set in AEW was the same as WWE.
all right, I watched Switchblade Jay White sell out Madison Square Garden when WWE couldn't do it with the Undertaker and Ronda Rousey in the
But
main event.
they used that with the whole Young Bucks and
Okay,
Cody
he
and all
still was
that.
in a main event with Kazuchika Okada, and that whole place was rumbling.
Yeah,
Sorry.
No, remember. No, they
they
pulled
pulled
the
out.
Young Bucks.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
pulled the Young Bucks
I
and Cody
said Kazuchika Okada.
but that was during that whole ordeal.
Yeah,
But
Cody, Omega, and the Bucks all got stolen. All right, it looks like everybody got kicked off right there. I'm not sure what reset.
I don't either. But we're still live.
All three of us got taken off the television for a minute, but we're coming back slightly.
Yeah, holy shit, that was wild, dude.
All right, I just came back on the YouTube feed that's behind us. You're not back yet, but you're getting ready to pop up. All right, no Josh. Josh is going to be a minute because he's not even on my phone yet. But sorry about that, everybody. I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
Uh,
we just got booted. It did.
Restream just reset us for some reason. The whole system had to
Yeah,
reconnect.
dude.
Uh, t-
When I was waiting for us to reconnect it, I hit the. There he is.
yeah,
yeah,
I
it was
man.
booted.
it
I
was all
booted
of
you.
us, Josh. The whole thing restream reset its whole self on YouTube. So now we're all back.
Bullshit. I was like, fuck everybody. I clicked everybody out of it.
You got, yeah. No, we were now agreeing with Mike. He kicked us out.
Sure, sure.
Yeah, even Jordan's like, yeah, right. I was the
Yeah.
first one
Why
back.
why why would we ruin the whole show with this terrific talking point kick and
Kick
to be
everybody out.
to be continued next week? Same back time, same
Same
back
match.
place, same black channel.
They're like, oh my God, the MW was attacking. We're out of time. We gotta go.
Yeah,
What
there
the
you go,
fuck?
Tony Schiavone. Yeah, we're out of time, brother Brahina. No, we can't go. We have to.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
no, man. But no, I disagree with you, dude. I totally disagree with you. I mean, here we are talking about this, and we got booted like that. That sucked. But I disagree with you wholeheartedly, man. I think that Aleister Black is a better wrestler.
Okay, well, like you said, that's your opinion. You're entitled to it. You like his style better. I like Jay White's amped up Randy Orton style better. And
Yeah.
I watched him do it in the 60-minute the main events. That's the kind of style you have to wrestle to be able to go in the main events. And that's what proved to me that dude, before Finley was the leader of Bullet Club, I was like, oh, fuck this guy. Everybody was saying that about Jay White. They're like, oh, he's too young, too new, not ready. He grew the beard out. He got in the ring. He started dealing damage. Gato knew it. He picked him, and he was smart. He picked the right guy. But I'm telling you, I know Tony Khan likes him. If he don't get injured, Jay White will move into that main. He especially with Adam Cole gone, because I know the plan. Before all this shit happened for the last couple of years, I know the plan was get that title on Punk, get Punk to make Adam Cole the new baby, and we Adam Cole, we know can't go in a ring. He gets injured. He can't do it in Punk. All that shit happened. But we know the plan was to make Cole as shitty as. And if Devin was in here, he can't stand Cole's body. Yeah, he looks like wet meat. I mean, Cole does not look fit at all.
He looked
But
like
yeah, Adam Cole looks ridiculous. He's one step above Darby. He has there's no muscle. At least Okada's not muscle built anymore, but he has height and size. What you call just doesn't look the part. Adam Cole just looks like a guy that plays video games that's a vegan.
What about Roddy Strong?
He's a little more, just because of his build, he's a little more believable to me. And
looks
maybe
just
because
like
I've
Adam
watched
Cole.
him. I don't know. I just find. I mean, if Jay White is wait, my question is the main event main Madison Square Garden, or is it the building used for box? It was the real Madison Square Garden. It did sell out, but the fans were under the pretense that they were getting the Bucks. So they were getting the classic New Japan before Tony Khan stuck his foot in it and fucked everything up. But it still sold. It still was a great show. It was still awesome. And it's a good thing New Japan was there because Ring of Honor stunk up the joint short of their one main event. They had this one segment with these three women that was very much like Ash versus Elegance.
Thank you, Anthony. If Jay White is Randy Orton, why watch the copy when you can actually watch the original? Who does it better?
Because Jay White's better than Randy Orton. He's not boring like Randy Orton. He's a better wrestler. Sorry.
And he has more than 5 moves.
Yeah. See, Josh agreed. Even Josh, who doesn't even watch all the New Japan, just what he's seen of Jay White, he knows he could see
Yeah.
Jay White as a star.
Yeah.
I'm not knocking him. He's a star. I'm knocking him that he's better than Aleister Black, dude. He ain't better than Tommy End.
I don't need to see karate kicks for you to be the baddest. Ultimo Dragon gave me plenty of that in my life. Yuji Nagata gave me plenty of that in my life. I don't need to see cruiserweight Aleister Black, which that's a big interesting thing. Mister, I want my way. If he went to New Japan and they told him, yeah, we'll put you in the cruiser, he would be pissed. He would be legit pissed. He wouldn't do it. He would say, I'm only going if I could be a heavyweight talent. And it's like, well, you haven't. We want to be nice, but can't you come in and be a junior for a month, and we can move you up after? Can you kind of prove yourself? They did that. Believe it or not, Shingo was a junior for his first year, and had some of the best damn matches you ever saw with Ospreay when Ospreay was a junior and moved up to him. ELP is not a big guy and was a cruiserweight and has moved up to heavyweight.
Omega.
Yeah, Omega as well. You're right. No, Anthony, that goes from Randy Orton's prime to now. Orton is more presence and his talk than in ring. He is as WWE as you can get, bro.
All
Jay
right, so I
White
have a
does
question for you.
suplexes like Chris Benoit.
I have a question for you, Jordan. What would you consider a heavyweight? What weight do you have to be? What is the minimum weight you have to be?
It changes for companies, but my personal opinion is you should be over 230.
Wow.
And in WCW, it was
It's
either
220.
228 or 235, was it? In WCW?
No. It was 220 because I remember
Jericho.
Jericho was cutting promos. Says is like I weigh 219 and a half.
You sure it wasn't he was trying to get to 228?
Let's try and get a 220.
All right, because I remember. All right, because that's what I was thinking of as well. But and a few companies move it by 5 or 10 pounds, but you got to be over 225 at least to be a heavyweight. Come on, that's ridiculous.
You know how much Aleister Black weighs, though, honestly?
What is he, 235? Well, plus his muscle, 235?
Way less.
Well, all right. So he is 105. No. Two. Let me think about this. How tall is he?
I don't know. I think he's like 6 something.
Oh, damn. Is he 208 or 218?
215.
See, my percentages ain't bad.
He's 40 years old.
Oh.
This is awesome.
And he's 6 foot even.
The one thing that saves him in a new company, even with his age, is he's been on both big companies and the television. The thing that saves him in New Japan is if you're 40 and healthy, they'll feature you. They don't care. You just got to be good and not be sluggish.
You know where you know who he was trained by, don't you?
Eludes me at this minute unless you tell me a name.
I'll tell you 3 names, and all 3 of these names are gonna pop in your head like, oh shit. One is Chris Hero, one is Mike Quackenbush, one is Nigel.
Nigel's great.
So is Mike, and so is Chris Hero.
Chris Hero's not all that to me, dude. Sorry. I mean, he's okay.
Mike Quackenbush is the owner of Chikara.
Yeah. Did a better job running Chikara than his wrestling career, but
well, he quit because of all the Me Too movement.
There you go. Anthony says my minimum weight's 225. Seth Rollins is the maximum. Seth Rollins. The maximum is 300 plus. Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree with you. 220, 225 is a pretty good starting point for a heavyweight. That's just how through the companies I've watched through and I've seen them go from 220, 225, and 230. They
Well,
move.
well, WWE uses 205 and less because of 205 Live was their cruiserweight
Yeah, but
division.
that's gone now, so none of that matters anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they never were. They were never good at cruiserweight wrestling because they didn't understand it. The people they hired weren't great at it. They never got it. WCW killed them in that department.
I'll do every year, every
My
month, every
question
week.
is, when we actually look at Shawn Michaels, was he that big? I thought Shawn Michaels was the smaller guy, but Shawn Michaels was great. He's not even the best in-ring worker. He's the best seller and the best storyteller in ring with his body, not just even on the mic. That Shawn Michaels put everything he had into it. Before his return in '02 or whatever it was, I could care less about Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. I thought they were both trash. Sorry. Bret Hart's boring as shit. I like a good mat wrestler. I thought Bret Hart was boring as fuck. I hated him in WCW. I hated him the whole time. I was hoping Chris Benoit would have won that match. ZSJ is a 10 times better mat wrestler than Bret Hart. I'm sorry, but Daniel Bryan's told the world that too.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people nowadays that are, but you have to lay the foundation. Like what I'm gonna use a field statement. You have to lay the foundation for people to crawl, for other people to walk and run.
Yeah, well, we can go to Frank Gotch. We can go to Carl Gotch. I mean, back in the day, Frank Gotch and all of that.
Hmm.
Gotch. I mean, you can go back to the we go Bruno San Martino if you want to. I mean, we can go to Nature Boy Buddy Rogers. Yeah. We can go to
Eddie Landell.
Buddy Land. You can go to she was before Mae Young.
You talking about the Burke?
Mildred Burke. You know, they all laid foundation. Inoki and I forget the other Japanese guy's name. Mil Mascaris. Yeah, there's a bunch of people that have laid foundation, which is this is great because this is transitioning into our final segment too.
I
This is
know.
really good. But yeah.
Vern Gagne, exactly. Vern Gagne is another one.
I
Hell,
didn't
another
say I
one.
didn't say Vern, but Vern was Vern was. I mean, all these people did lay a foundation for somebody else to go to. I don't have a problem with that. I just
The what was Macho Man's daddy's name?
Angelo Poffo.
Angelo
Yeah,
Papa, yeah.
there's another one right there.
Yeah, I think he. I'm not going to say his organization did great because Lawler was murdering them, but I thought he was better. He's another Triple H. I thought Vern Gagne as well. They were better in their roles of running their companies in their wrestling careers, and I say that according to Triple H's NXT Black and Gold days. By the way, like he was that made his career more important than all his boring Mania matches, main event matches that sucked. And let's be honest, every Triple H main event was boring as fuck. Short of the three-way with Michaels and Benoit, all of Triple H's one-on-one Mania main events were boring. And the Orton one at 25, the Roman Reigns one was painful. I mean, they were terrible, just terrible. The one where he went on with Jericho after Taker and Shawn Michaels. Good luck with that. Following that, good luck. Even with Jericho, good luck.
And to be honest, Owen Hart was a way better overall wrestler than Brett
Yes,
was, and he
no,
had more of a character and personality.
that's really why Owen was the best sports entertainer. He not only was he a great wrestler. I'll take nothing away from Owen. Owen was a terrific wrestler. Owen was the best out of all the Harts for sports entertainment and character and talking and delivering that, making you feel that. Owen was a true
Until
performer.
until he cut the promo, like, I'm gonna kick your leg from under your leg.
Yeah, but anybody can
And
make
that's Alyssa. And that's
anybody
Alyssa.
can make a verbal flub. But if
Look at
Owen
Booker
wouldn't have,
T.
if Owen wouldn't have died and Vince wouldn't have punished him, Owen would have become the next Shawn Michaels. I'm sorry.
Remember what Booker T said on live television? Hogan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wasn't. That was just him. What he said makes sense. You just can't say that on television. Now, if you want to
He
talk about a
could.
flub,
He
let's
could say
talk.
that on TV. He
He
could say that
did.
on TV.
Yeah, he did. He said. But if you want to talk about a flub, I mean, Sid and you only have half. I only have half the brain that you do. You know, even Nash and Hall had to bust out laughing at him when he said it. There
I
was
only
no
have
way to
half the
cover that.
brain that you do. And I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
this.
that's a straight flow. You know, I mean, some of these other things, people. I mean, Lex's famous old ass promo early WCW, and he forgot his lines, and he's
And
all
he's
cutting.
looking.
Yeah, I don't know, and he walks away. I don't know.
All right, be right back.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah, see, there you go.
when Josh gets back, we'll get into the main event segment of the show, and
Mm.
I know it's something Anthony been wanting to get into, or at least some parts of it. I think
Dun,
Mike might
dun,
have a
dun,
general guess of what it's going to be.
dun, 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 dun.
And I think Josh is going to be excited to talk about when I get into the details of this supposed list of names in the top ranks. I think Josh is really going to be like, let me get in on this. So this is going to be a good one. And Anthony, you and anybody else watching, y'all want to comment when we after we get through the main part of this, we're going to want to hear you guys' opinions. But this is a popular subject among wrestling fans. But first, we have to give y'all some context. But we will take a mini. Oh, here he is, so we don't have to take a mini pause. So
Are
he's
you
back. So
drinking? What are you drinking?
who?
Ooh,
You,
Who?
Jordan?
America's 250th anniversary, Yingling Lager. We're ready to celebrate, buddy.
Hell yeah, this was.
Yep, that's what's
I,
up.
I just got a
Would
Diet
you?
Pepsi.
I'm out of Fago. I'm out of ghetto juice.
Well, you're probably not used to the new picture.
Mm.
Well, Yingling's been
Unfortunately,
on the patriotic kick for a while, but especially when Bud Light did what they did, Yingling went. The cans were USA flags, all of that.
Let me guess, you got to work tomorrow.
yeah, I do got to work tomorrow.
Son of bitch.
Well,
Yeah,
hang on. We got this final topic, Josh, and you're gonna get interested in this because it's to do with wrestling lists of talent of
list,
all time.
okay.
Lists. All right. I hate to be the bearer of bad news for everybody watching,
Oh no.
but for the second week in a row, Meltzer is in the main event. I know how we feel. I hate to be Vince Russo to y'all, but Meltzer is in the main event. But here's why. This is to do with to give y'all some context. The Hulk Hogan documentary has come out. Right, there's parts of it you can see all this good stuff. However you want to feel about Hulk is fine. Not here to judge. Okay. Meltzer has never liked Hulk and likes to do his wrestling history and all his bullshit, okay? So he has been about on a 4-day rant on trying to convince you, the fans, that Hulk Hogan is not the greatest, biggest name that wrestling has ever seen, and he wasn't all that. Okay? Someone questioned Meltzer, and he was like, oh, maybe we could fit him in the top six. All right, just think about that. Okay? Not number one, two, or three, maybe six, if not even in the top six. Okay, well, then it's like, well, who the fuck would you consider? All right, so he gives his names. I don't have them all written down, but he gives his names. Dave goes in the direction of reality wrestling, what you did in the ring, not really what you did for the business. In his mind, it's kind of like, yeah. So he's naming Mexican names before freaking Mil Mascaras. He named Antonio Inoki. He named Ricky Doge. Like, all right, nothing away from those guys, but if we're talking real wrestling, I mean, just sports entertainment, without Vince creating Mania and pushing Hogan, you would not have sports entertainment today like it is. Bischoff would have never probably worked in WCW. There would have been no Nitro, no NWO, no competition, none of that. You would have not had Stone Cold Steve Austin you wouldn't have had all of this. The wrestling business would have been totally different. If Vince would have failed and the Hogan thing wouldn't have got over, it'd be Southern Wrestling and it would be pretty much NWA continued. There would be nothing to challenge that. So the real problem comes in right here. So someone said, well, Shirley, what do you think of Austin? he says Austin wouldn't be in the top 9. Now,
What?
I could feel how I want about Austin. That's a bullshit statement. You can't
Yeah.
say that. If no matter how much any of us love wrestling in a ring or the sports entertainment part of it, if you say the name Hulk Hogan anywhere on this planet, someone say, yeah, he's a wrestler. People are gonna know no matter where you are. You could be in another country. They might not even know their own country's best wrestler. They're gonna know who Hulk Hogan is. So that's a very dumb statement of Meltzer to try to hate on Hogan and say Hogan's not. And they had this big old conversation trying to rewrite history. And Hogan's, bro, as much as you could love the man or hate the man, say he had 5 moves or less, or wasn't a great or anything like that, or he was just talk or whatever, you can't deny that Hulk Hogan changed the business. You cannot. You
You can't.
cannot.
You can't.
You cannot deny that Stone Cold Steve Austin, even in his brawling era after the neck injury, Attitude Era, did not break the record for shirt sales and was running the business and took it over by storm. Vince yet again playing the heel, selling it. You cannot deny Stone Cold Steve Austin is not one of the biggest names, if not the 2 or 3 of all time. You can't deny that. If we're not just talking in-ring work, we're talking a wrestling force in professional wrestling sports entertainment. You can't say no. I can't
Yeah.
say no. I can't. I can't. I mean, The Rock's a contender for this kind of shit. All kind of people that are sports entertainers, not the best wrestlers. You can't take that away because you feel like it. And as much as I love the in-ring product more, no, I can't say that. I don't even know this guy. Freaking, he's a Mexican wrestler. Um, it's a common Mexican word too, but a Spanish word.
Well,
And he's like one.
like this. I'm gonna say this. I'm not trying to cut you off, Jordan.
No, go
I'm
ahead.
going to say this about Hogan. I watched 2 parts of that miniseries documentary, and me and my dad were watching it together because he just had surgery on his hand. He had a cancer cut out, and he looked at me, and I told him straight up. I said, "You're like my real life Hulk Hogan." And I said, "You battled adversity through my whole life just to make my life better." And if you watch that documentary, it was about him being there for his kids and this, that, and the other, but he wasn't always there, and he tried to be there. And it was not a fluff piece at all. Like most people say, "Oh, it's just a fluff piece." It's not, man. It's really gritty, and he can barely walk. I mean, you can tell he's in the last stages of his life.
Right.
And dude, it to me, man, Hogan. I don't really care for Hogan as a wrestler. I never was a Hogan fan. I was more of everybody else against Hogan. But
Mike. He was a natural heel as a young Mike.
exactly, man. Even whenever Ultimate Warrior went against him, dude, I was a Warrior fan. That's what made me a Warrior fan. Plus, I was like, this dude's larger than life. And even though as a kid, now I know that Ultimate Warrior was a shitbag human, but as a kid, I didn't know any of that stuff, man.
Right. Right.
And I disagree with a lot of people's stories about Hogan, man, because Hogan was and will always be. Yeah, it was a little bit. It was a little bit of sanitized bullshit, but they didn't want to put everything out there exactly. But it wasn't a fluff piece though. It wasn't a fluff piece altogether. It was what I watched of it was some gritty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, it was some of it to protect his image. I do agree with that too, Anthony. But is what I'm saying though, it wasn't a complete fluff piece. Like it wasn't a complete warrior re-imaging whenever he went
It
on the floor.
wasn't. It wasn't a complete. What Mike is saying is, it wasn't a complete Hogan's the greatest thing since sliced bread, and it wasn't
No,
Hulk Hogan's a piece of crap. Throw him under the bridge.
no, it wasn't. It was neither one of those things. It was a mix of the middle, and I enjoyed it because my mom and dad are not the perfect people either. Right down the middle, baby. Right down the middle. Because my mom and dad got divorced and they were together for 20 something years, and it was kind of different, growing up and being an adult and that happening, and like, oh fuck, like my parents aren't together no more. And I thought they'd be together forever, and since Linda was his first wife, and then he got divorced and married another woman. It made me. It's a little bit of symbolism. You
It
know what I'm saying?
related to your real life to a
Yeah,
point.
yeah, it really did. It related to a lot of real life situations, and I can because my dad's a mechanic and he tried to be there all the time for me, but there were sometimes he couldn't be because he was out working and doing things of that
And
nature.
that's the nature of the beast when you got to work, make a living. And these people that are on the road for a living, they don't get to see. That's why I'm surprised AJ Styles stayed as long as he did. Yeah, he's got 4 kids, missed a lot of ball games, missed a lot of their life. But in his mind, he was like, I did, but I'm securing their future. They're gonna be they're good, they're good. But when does the time come when you have to say, I gotta pull the plug, I gotta be at my son's ball game, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And I don't mean to interrupt you, but I'm gonna jump real quick to Ric Flair in about '99. WCW sued him. He was to be on a Thunder on a TV show, and he pretty much said, "Fuck y'all." It's Reed was having a wrestling match school match, and he wasn't missing it. And he this was Reed that passed away, and he was like, "I'm not missing this. I'm going. I don't care what it costs. I'm going to Reed's match." There comes a time when you gotta. Now, some people can do this more financially better off, bigger names, bigger stars, bigger talent. There comes a time when you got to make the decision: when I go, when I stay, when can I walk away, and that's all part of the business.
Hmm. And I do understand what you're coming from, Anthony. I don't think they're done with this miniseries. I don't think they're done with the documentary. I mean, yeah, they ended it the way they did, but I think they're going to tell a dark side of it as well.
It would
And
be
what I mean
smart.
by that,
It would be
it,
smart.
So
it,
they
it
really they really didn't delve into like all the once his son got in trouble and all of a sudden is like yeah that boy was a stupid you know
I don't think they're going to do that because right now Nick Hogan's getting praise and saying if he gets offered to wrestle, which I think that's a joke because he hasn't had any real training. But Nick Hogan's
he's
like, I'd
being
love a
trained.
career in
He's being
professional
trained.
wrestling.
He's being trained though.
Okay, but anyway, he's not. I don't think he's where Dominic would be right now. That's not
No,
saying much.
no, he ain't where Dom is by any
Not
stretch.
not to take away from what Mike's saying, but I didn't. That's fine that Mike's giving. I did not get to see the documentary. That's fine that he's giving his opinion on, but that's not really the thing I brought up. Y'all can discuss that, but that's not really what I brought up is Meltzer's trying to whitewash the fact that Hogan is the biggest entity pro wrestling has ever seen.
yeah
And I don't care if you are a ring work guy, if you're a career guy, if you're a sports entertainment, a talker, you like flash and pump and lights and colors. It's hard to deny that
hmm
There would be no sports entertainment if Vince didn't do WrestleMania and push Hogan. There would be no
yeah
sports entertainment if that would have flopped. Wrestling
yeah
would be
agreed
old school style. Now, his idea of a list, Meltzer treads the lines of pro wrestling and what he, in his mind, means something to the pro wrestling world. Like some of the people he was naming, like he named Ricky Choshu. Like, all right, he said someone said if you go to Japan and you mention Ricky Choshu, there might be people there that don't even know him. They're gonna know the name Hulk Hogan. You will know the name Hulk Hogan. There's no way
yeah
around that. The Mexican, the luchador, or I don't even know if he was considered luchador, the guy before Mil Master, it's like, bruh, who's gonna know? Or kids today that are never gonna know Hulk Hogan are gonna know the name, and that shows how big he was. But the fact when he doubled down and was like, "Oh, Frank Gotch, Carl Gotch," and he named all that, and he named Bruno. Oh, they did more in the. He said all of these people did more for the wrestling business than Hulk Hogan. Did they really, Dave? He named
no
Antonio Inoki. He named founder of New Japan and one of the first big stars. He named Giant Baba, which is like Great Khali 1.0. Did these guys really do more for wrestling, or did they create a company that would go on to be done by the? I mean, did any of those guys really do more than what Hulk Hogan did? Did any of those guys ever draw like Hulk Hogan?
Nope.
No.
no
Don't get me wrong.
the only ones that come close would be like fucking Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair and everything. Those
He
were
didn't
draws.
he didn't even mention, bro. I almost lost it. He didn't even mention Flair.
Wow.
I don't know if he didn't mean to, or Meltzer's just losing it in old age. But I'm like, which this is the point I really want to get. First of all, we can't whitewash history. Love him or hate him, Hulk Hogan made sports entertainment, which y'all see today. There would have been no Monday Night War. There would have been no closing of the territory. There would have been probably no Eric Bischoff in WCW. There would have probably been no Nitro and no NWO. If anything, Ted Turner would have ended up. I don't know if Vern would have went out of business or the NWA. And if anything, if Turner would have bought Crockett, it would be Southern Wrestling, and there would be no drastic change. Bischoff would have never said, "Let me do everything opposite of what Vince doing and go after the 18 to 49 demo and make adult soap operas and must-see TV." There would have been no Attitude Era. None of that would have happened if you would have had Vince, and I don't care if you love these people or not, Vince taking the chance, borrowing the money on WrestleMania and pushing Hogan. It wouldn't have happened. And by that point, by the time you get to WrestleMania 3, it was locked in. If that wouldn't have happened, you would not have sports entertainment the way it is today. Yes, Antonio Inoki broke barriers and went to Korea and fought in front of thousands and thousands of people and broke down walls. But that doesn't affect the whole world as much as Hulk Hogan and Mania did. It just doesn't. It doesn't. As much as I love all that history, the gotchas were terrific. But so many people today don't even know the history unless you go and read on that. Bruno
Yep.
had a damn near 9-year title run. That's great. But Bruno wasn't also going to bust ass every night in that ring and kill himself when he had to put on these long matches till he lost the belt. There's a time when you got to realize when to pull the plug and when to just. Meltzer can hate Hogan all he wants of the WWE. I'm not the biggest fan of all it, but you know what? You got to give credit where credit's due. You have to. And
Yep.
this brings me to the point everybody wants to talk about. So, my idea in this, what people are going to argue, is I say let's have two lists. Let's have the best in ring worker list, pro wrestler, and let's have the best sports entertainment list. That's my easy solution to this. And then you name your 5 people off of that. That's how I see it. So in that instance, I'll ask you, Josh, without even drawing a line or making a division. Who in your mind, out of anybody or anything, are the 5 people that moved the pro wrestling business and drew and made such a? Who are the 5 people that brought those numbers, that had people in the door? It doesn't matter any company, any time in history. Who do you are the 5 people that really changed the business?
I mean, that changed the business.
That made the business bigger than it ever was, that brought all these international eyes, that brought more, whether it's live attendance or pay-per-view buys. And it doesn't matter about whether they're better in-ring work or entertainer. I'm just asking overall, who do you are the 5 people that did the most in pro wrestling, that did the most to make pro wrestling what it, and that's them being themselves. I mean, who would be your 5?
I mean, the one, obviously, the no particular order. Obviously,
That's
Hogan's
fine.
got Hogan's on that list. Obviously,
Yeah,
so that's one of them. Flair,
yeah,
Dusty, Andre the
yeah.
Giant.
Okay,
That
that's 4 right there. You need one more.
moved like.
There's an obvious one I'm surprised you're not naming, but anyway.
I'm thinking like as a child,
Oh no,
because
no.
like I
It could
said,
be it could be anywhere in history, any time in history, any era.
I if eh, El Santo.
Okay.
That's
All right.
a good no, but no,
Yeah,
but
by the way,
I never really watched this, but I know that.
that is
That's
who Meltzer has the original Santos. That's who
yeah,
Meltzer had on his list.
yeah, but that's for Major Lucha, but I never really knew about it until later in life.
Right.
So
I don't know. I don't know
yeah,
much about him at all. I know more about Mil Mascaras.
I know that he wore his mask to like.
Mike's playing with the sound effects.
Oh, okay. I knew he wore his mask to the day he died.
Yeah, true
Yeah.
story.
And
Yeah, he
in my era growing up, the biggest Mexican star was Conan, who was like Hulk Hogan.
yeah. Well, he was the first triple. Yeah, he was the first AAA hero.
But he was as big as Hogan. He was
Yeah,
like Junkyard Dog was in Louisiana.
yeah. Ooh, that Junkyard Dog is a good one too. But
I
I'm
would
trying, but
I
but
can't put
I'm
him.
trying to go off what you say. Who like changed the business?
I mean, you're not gonna say Austin, dude.
Well, I was trying to think of more of old school, but
It doesn't. It don't have to
Austin,
be. It
yeah.
don't have
Oh,
to be.
okay.
The Attitude Era, the WCW, WWF War, Nitro and Raw was a major deal in wrestling, and that did change the fucking business.
All right. Yeah, I would have to go with Austin on that
I
list.
don't see how you couldn't. I don't see how,
Yeah.
and if you look at overall T-shirt sales in history,
Mhm.
Austin has beaten the NWO and Hogan.
Next to Danhausen, next to Danhausen right now.
Well, yeah. Danhausen will become king soon, but Mike.
He'll be on the list soon. But
All right. We
yeah,
got
okay, yeah, you're right. You're right. I was
okay.
thinking more. I was thinking more old school,
It
but
don't
yeah,
have to be all right. Here's the rules, Mike. This is the question everybody wants to know. I know Anthony's going to want to get in on this, but it doesn't matter about sports entertainment or how good they were in the ring. It doesn't matter about age or era. Name the 5 people you think moved the wrestling business, drew, made people buy pay-per-view, changed the business. The 5 most impactful wrestlers. Any company, any genre, anything.
Well,
No particular order.
that's very easy, man. You have Hogan, Ric Flair, Antonio Inoki, Mil Mascaras, and
You
throw
get
in
one
Steve
more.
Austin. I mean,
That's
but
both of y'all's lists were very good. The only difference Josh had from you was he had Hogan, Flair, he had Dusty, Andre, and he had Steve. So both of y'all's lists were very good.
yeah, I mean, you can't. Well, when you throw in Hogan, man, you also had to throw in Andre because it's inevitable. Because I think
Well,
he's
to
a
be fair, Andre was Vince's big money draw before Hogan was there.
yeah,
Andre held that torch, was the
yeah,
main event attraction.
yeah.
So
yeah.
I
Anywhere,
cannot take
yeah.
that from Andre.
Yeah,
No. I'm
yeah.
not.
Anywhere you go, anywhere he went, any promotion he worked for, even before it was the WWF,
Yeah.
any promotion he worked for, he was the biggest draw.
And you
Literally,
and because there
I
was
figuratively
agree.
and literally.
but Vince took him and put him on. I mean, he was face until the whole. He was a face. He was Vince's mom. Big Vince called him. He's my number one attraction. He's the original locker room leader that Undertaker took over from. I cannot take a damn thing away from Andre's career.
Oh, I'm not taking nothing away from him ever.
No, you're not. But I'm just
I would
saying
never
I
take
can't.
anything away from him.
I'm not the biggest WWE fan. I can't take away anything from either one of y'all's lists. Those are great lists.
Mhm.
Okay, Anthony got in here. Mil Mascaras, Hogan, Austin, Blue Panther, and La Parka. Anthony is a obvious big lucha guy.
A huge one. Well, I mean,
Well, you got to realize with La Parka, there's three. There's been three La Parkas.
He probably means the. I don't know.
OG.
You tell us the original. I felt like he was more revered in his later years than when the second one came around, and we know the second one unfortunately was killed from an accident at ringside. Uh,
Do you got the sound machine hooked up again? Where's the happy tree friend?
oh, that one is.
I can use that for jabroni of the week.
There you go.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out me right now because I'm echoey as hell.
Yeah. Okay, he said the original one in WCW, which is the classic La Parka, which at the end of his run, like the last 10 years, he really became a superstar in Mexico and AAA. Like he was revered by that point.
Yeah.
No,
Is that better?
in WCW he didn't do too much. I loved him, but he didn't. The chairman of WCW with the chair, but
Hey, Jordan.
and I guess I got to pick 5. So all right,
Jordan, what do you do? What did the 4 fingers and the thumb say to the face?
the 4 fingers and the thumb.
Smacks.
Yeah, I was thinking of something a little different, but anyway.
Oh, wait.
Slap.
Yeah, can you sample on that machine?
Yeah, I can.
You need to take the classic Three Stooges slap with from Curly. You need to sample that.
I don't know how to do that though.
You'd have to take it off of YouTube and hit record, but you got to take the.
I'm gonna take it over to your house and we gotta play with this thing.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
5 people that really move the wrestling business the most. Damn. This is hard for me because WWE is gonna be one of the harder categories for me because every generation they had somebody. But Ric Flair is going on my list. Ric Flair transcends everything. Ric Flair is going on my fucking list. As much as I love Dusty, I don't know if I can do it because Flair did it better, and I've only got room for 5 people on this list. Dusty was a great talker, but not the best in the ring, but he made you believe it. I think Flair is going in. That means I have to eliminate the original WWF champion, the original Nature Boy Buddy Rogers, because Flair did it better. So I would rather give you 2 lists. I'd rather give you I would tell y'all either one. I was telling Josh earlier to solve the Meltzer problem. I would do the best in-ring workers and the people that push sports entertainment. That's what I would do. And if you go in sports entertainment, Flair is the one guy I'd have on both lists. But sports entertainment, I'd have to have Hogan. I'd have to have Austin. I would have to have who's really the most over in sports entertainment. I mean, I almost hate to say John Cena.
Do that though. You say
but and Shawn Michaels for entertainment. So, but it's mainly WWE guys. But if you're going in the ring, I would have to say like Carl Gotch.
All right, Phil. No, Jordan, you're having a Phil moment, man. You're going all over the place now. We can't be going to 1 o'clock in the morning discussing all this shit.
Well, that's why I just named you my 5 sports entertainers, and I'm finishing with my 5. I just did it.
Do that because we didn't get a chance to do 5 sports entertainers.
No, we didn't do 5.
Josh don't want to. He wants to go to bed.
No, we don't got time. We don't got time.
Yeah, I'll just tell you that my 5 sports entertainers: Hogan.
No,
Flair.
you said 5 people that move the wrestling business.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to keep Flair. I'm gonna have to keep Hogan. I'm gonna have to keep Stone Cold. Let me think of the. Oh, you know what? I'm actually gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Hall and Nash. I'm
As
going
a team
with Hall
or
and Nash.
both of them?
What?
As a team or separately?
Well, individuals. I'm going with them because not only did they create the NWO, they changed the balance of power for Vince, and they're the birth of guaranteed contracts in wrestling. That's more than anything. Hall and Nash changed the entire game. They might be more important than technically they're just as important as Flair, styling and profiling, and all the territories being the man, or Hogan returning wrestling into mainstream, or Austin taking it into a new generation and showing the world what wrestling could be into a soap opera.
You need to move the mic away from the actual speaker.
All right, that's my top 5 for moving the needle. I mean, Hall and Nash changed so much. The whole reason WWE and AEW are battling over wrestlers and contracts today is because of what Hall and Nash did. There's no way around that. Vince almost lost because of Hall and Nash to WCW and the NWO. I mean, he almost went out of business because of them two, not because of Hogan. Hogan was the icing on the cake. Hall and Nash made it work. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. That's the five that changed the business the most. Flair for holding it down for all the territories in the Southern wrestling, the greatest champion of all time, most considered the best work of all time. Hogan for changing the business and turning it into pop. Um, also, Hall and Nash for the guaranteed contracts, them almost conquering and killing the WWF and totally turning wrestling into sports entertainment and a soap opera. And Austin for furthering that and showing how it's done and just bringing people in a whole nother generation and flipping the business on its head again. That's my five.
That's your five.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
not counting in ring work. That's just people that moved the business and did things that just. Antonio Inoki might have broke grounds and went to another country, but he didn't do it on a nationwide television.
Yeah, and that
And
and that's and that and yeah, that would be more of a top 10. I would have put Anoki on there. I would have put El Santo on there because even though he's more of a Mexican legend, he did a lot for Mexican. Like, do you know how many movies this guy's got? He's got. I almost bought the box set of his movies. I wish I would have got it. It was like he's been in like about 15 movies
yeah,
in Mexico.
it was in a
Anthony, to me, Blue Panther is not very well known in the U.S.
no, but he did say. Can you also say Hall and Nash pushed WCW out of business because of that same thing? Because they were overpaying guys who were past their prime.
That's not on Hall and Nash. That's on management. That's on the people that sign contracts that write the checks. That's on anybody. And you can't just blame Bischoff because he wasn't there the whole time. That falls on management.
Yeah, I guess, man, but I don't know.
That falls on management. If they would have ran it right and had more fresh ideas, they could have stayed in the league. The problem was Bischoff was so worn out after the NWO, he didn't know where to go. And Ted Turner pushed for Thunder, and that fucked everything up. He didn't want it. Bischoff didn't want it, so he knew it was going to fuck everything up. Too much wrestling. They got too greedy. Not enough writing team. Your show's not live all the time, or has to happen before another one. You can't just do shit in sequence. You got to get talent. The world was not ready for that jump yet. They were not ready yet.
Are you sure?
Yeah, they weren't ready. SmackDown got it right when they came around after Thunder, but Vince also had another team over there and it was managing things very carefully and made sure they brought story and all that. Oh, there's a big difference there. They just WCW. Ted Turner wanted them to go too big. They didn't have the manpower, the network behind. With this goes into the death of WCW. The Time Warner people when they merged into. If Ted Turner would know what he knew today, he would have never done it. Because the AOL merger, everybody thought AOL was the future. We talked about this earlier in the show. AOL went to shit. Time Warner bought them, and then all of a sudden, Time Warner execs were like, "We don't like wrestling. We don't," which is funny because look at today. They're a partner of Discovery and being bought out. But now all of a sudden they want that wrestling ad avenue with AEW, and all of a sudden we want wrestling back. Just think 20 years ago, if they wouldn't have some dumbasses, y'all would be the kings of wrestling.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one thing in that maybe, and that would have been if they didn't want wrestling, USA would have bought taken WCW. WWF was out of business, it would be on USA. It's the only way. The only way that they didn't have the wrestling on their program. But as stupid as it is, I mean, WCW, Turner, the people that bought Turner could have had wrestling on lock and key for the last 20 something years and all that ad revenue and all that loveliness. And they pissed it away to go get an upstart company to try to start again 20 something years later. In a circle. In a circle. I know I'm not talking about Jericho.
I wouldn't call it an inner circle, man. It's like a circle of life. Like history repeats itself, and
That's what that's what I'm saying. It's circling. It's back. Same shit again.
Now, there's a name right there that would have extended my list too. Jericho.
yes,
Jericho
I thought of him, but
no. That would be in an extended list. Like, and that'll be like a top 10. His name would have been in there because
I've said it before. I'll say it again.
Him making the jump from WCW, the first one. There's WWF going to WCW. He
He
was
was
the
the
first
second
one
guy.
from WCW.
He was the second
To,
guy.
Mark
Yeah.
Melroy, we don't count Mark.
If you want to count, then he's the third guy. If you don't want to count Mark,
Yeah.
if you count Mark Mero.
Big Show was before Jericho.
No,
Yeah.
Big Show was after Jericho.
No. Big Show came out on the Valentine's Day St. Massacre cage match between Stone Cold and Vince in February, and later that year Jericho would come out on Raw when The Rock wasn't big enough yet. You remember he comes out and interrupts The Rock? It's later that year.
Well, no, because Jericho made his debut in '99
Yeah.
in the WWF.
Yeah.
I know a Big Show didn't make. He didn't make his debut till much later.
February '99 was Big Show.
Was he really?
St. Valentine's Day Massacre '99. Austin versus McMahon in the black wife beater for the first time.
Wow. Okay, here it is. Here it is right here. Chris Jericho debuted in WWE on August 9, 1999 on Raw, while Big Show's WWE debut was on May 28, 2001 on WrestleMania.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
that is not right. I guarantee you on my life, because Big Show ain't even shaved the head yet. He still had the long hair. Guarantee that the old Titantron where he pulls the fucker down. I'm telling you, he was at St. Valentine's Day Massacre and busted the cage where Vince fell through in '99. I'm telling you. Go look up somebody else.
Yeah.
Telling you.
No. It's like I knew it. I knew
Chat GPT is bullshit and AI. They are fucking wrong. Guarantee you.
Okay. Well,
I just watched Nash's final match in WCW in the very beginning of '99 when they put him out the NWO and he left the company. I just watched it.
When did Big Show make his debut on WWF?
Big Show, also known as Paul White, debuted in the WWF on February 14th, 1999, during the St. Valentine's Day in your house.
Thank you.
He attacked Stone Cold Steve Austin to assist Mr.
Okay.
McMahon.
Told you. I know my shit.
That's right. That is totally right. Because at WrestleMania 15 on March 28, Big Show changed his name to Big Show.
Yeah. He wasn't even called. They were calling him Paul White on television.
Yes.
Okay.
I knew he came before. He was the first big name. I don't count Mark Mero. He was the first big name to jump ship, not the but the opposite direction from WCW to WWF. I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
And at the time, he was one of Vince McMahon's highest paid contracts when he did it because he knew he had to do what they did for Hall and Nash. At the time, Big Show was his highest guaranteed contract coming in. Then they realized he was a shit wrestler. Undertaker couldn't stand him. They put him working with Taker to get better.
Mm-hmm.
They put him as a protege to Taker.
So would you say? So would you say that then that Jericho's jumping over was bigger than Big Show's?
Yeah, it was more impactful. Yeah, that's a top moment.
Yeah, I mean, because to this day, even to this day, I will go on YouTube and look at his debut.
If you got to look up top 10 Raw moments of all time, Jericho's debut has to be on that list. Has to. It's probably the most impactful. And what's funny is Jericho was a mid-card guy, not even top mid-card in WCW. The minute, and I didn't know it, some internet fans knew, when the Titantron came on and the Jericho flipped and he put the hand and the people went, I went, damn, for Jericho? Then he cuts the promo and I'm like, holy shit, they got him on stage and they're featuring him. They're really going to, and you know, I'm young. I'm like, they're going to feature Jericho. Now, Vince realized he needed to dial it back and Jericho wasn't ready yet. He kind of negated him for a little while until the world title, remember, and all that. But he realized he had to dial it back. But yeah, he sent Jericho out there and he didn't sink, he swam.
Mm-hmm.
And against The Rock.
Yeah, he put him out there with a monster, man.
Yeah. I mean, you go out there with Rock. That's not, of course, Rock, who in the blue hell are you and all that. But yeah, you don't just send somebody from the competition. He didn't send him out there versus the Headbangers. He sent him out there to interrupt a Rock promo, knowing that, of course, this is Vince being smart. if anything would have went wrong or he didn't know Jericho that well, Rock could have saved it on the mic in a heartbeat. You know, you could trust Rock. Which so that was
Mhm.
Vince being, all right, there's no action. Who the hell's a great talker that this go? Well, there's no way around this. It's gonna be Rock. You know, that was smart of Vince.
Oh, 100%. Because if you would have put anybody else out there, maybe the only other person you could put out there against him would have been Stone Cold.
And you know you don't want to put an Austin there yet. And am I wrong? Wasn't Austin away at that time, or am I
He
wrong?
was. I think you're right. I think he was away at that time.
Injured,
But
I
he,
think.
yeah, and you have the best guy on the microphone and The Rock to go out there and do that. Dude, we've been live for almost 3 hours, dude. I would
Yes.
say we do the pick 'em, but it's late, and I know Josh has to work in the morning.
Oh no, it's time, guys. We were having fun carrying on, but that's all
Yes.
the news. We're one more comment. Yeah,
One
you can't
more comment.
you can't say Razor and Nash demanding those guaranteed contracts also forced them. First of all, they didn't demand the contracts. Bischoff's idea was, I need some big guns to lure away from the competition. So Bischoff's idea was, y'all work 300 plus dates in WWF. Y'all can come over here. Y'all work 150, and I will guarantee y'all big money. And they were like,
Mhm.
wait, what? Hall was the first one. Hall went to Vince, and I'll make this quick because we gotta show shit off and end this. Hall went to Vince and he said, Vince, what can I do to improve my position in the company? And he's like, you know, pal, Scott's asking him, how can I make more money? His character was already Razor Ramon. Vince is kind of like, you're there. And he says, well, Vince, I got I got this offer from from Atlanta. And he says, it's for this amount and it's for 150 days. And Vince was kind of taken back. He's like, only 150 days. He says, so Vince actually told him, he says, well, I can't match that. If I was you, I'd take it. I hate to lose you. I don't want to see you go, but you know, if that's what you need to do, he's like, well, I need to feed my family and I want to, So he wished him well and was like, bye. And he left. Well, Scott ends up talking to Nash and he's like, by the way, how much are they paying you? And Scott went, and Nash went, that much? How many days? And Scott went, 150. And Nash went, um, see what they give me. And that's really how it went down. They're like, well, we'll do you the same. And Nash went, well,
Bye.
Nash went to Vince and he says, Vince, match this and I'll stay. And Vince said, I can't match that. I can't do it. At the time, Vince had never done a guaranteed contract, nothing like that. Vince said, I can't match that. I just signed Brett to a 10-year deal, which we all know was for beans because Brett cared more about being the champ than big money. And that's why a lot of the click guys were like, Brett, you're the champ. Demand more money so we can all get paid. Brett cared more about holding that belt than getting the big money. So Brett was never paid, and we all know the 10-year contract was broke with the Montreal screw job. But yeah, so Nash left. They both had nice contracts already. The whole we're bringing Diesel and Razor back bullshit that Vince did with JR. Bischoff thought maybe he was getting two timed. He broke out. He called them both in the office and slapped two new contracts down with even more money in six figures for both of them. And they were like, "What?" And he's like, "Just start here. That means you." And Nash says they went. They looked at each other and they went, "This is more money." They're like, "Yeah, yeah." So they went, "Okay," and they signed the contract. So they're all backstage, and it's the big reveal for WWF that Razor and Diesel are coming back. Bischoff was worried. They had no clue any of this was going on, Hall and Nash. So they're all watching the TV, and out comes Kane dressed as Nash, and I forget what his name, Worker, come out dressed as Hall. And Hall and Nash both turned and looked at Bischoff and went, and Bischoff went, and Bischoff realized he screwed up and he overpaid him, but they guarantee. But they were like, we never said we were going back. And that's really how that happened. But anyway.
Yeah, they never said anything. All
No,
right.
they had no clue that a fake Razor, and they were watching the TV backstage to see what would happen.
Yeah, because I think Bischoff called him back there because he thought they were going to leave.
He did. That's what I just said. He had new contracts for them to sign for more money because he thought he was going to get double crossed and they were going to walk out. And so all he did was he overpaid them, and they were just guaranteed they couldn't leave under a new contract. And they just looked at him like,
Okay.
we didn't know what was going on, bro. No, we just found out like you did watching this monitor. That's what we got for y'all tonight, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. That's it.
You have anything to show off, everybody?
Yep.
Yes, I got some stuff.
Who goes first? I know that's loud as fuck. I am so sorry.
All that sounded like it sounded
damn,
like
you
you
like
cut,
deep throated that thing, man.
sounded like you cut one of them farts like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who
you
goes first? Is that
Yeah,
better?
you don't have to deep throat the mic, Mike.
Who goes first?
I guess it's customary for me to go. You should have been having that the whole time, man.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Man. I just found the damn thing again.
All right, so go over some vinyl. All right.
Perfect music for Josh.
We're gonna start off with some vinyl. I got right here. I picked this up for $30. It was a starting bid of 40. Nobody bidded on it. I jumped in with 30. Took this off somebody's hands.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Megadeth, killing is my business and business is good.
That's an OG.
No, it is a 2023 Europe red vinyl unofficial.
Oh,
Okay, it's a bootleg, but still for 30, you can't really beat that. Europe
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I was like, I'll take that. And
That's
next
for the people
one.
that didn't bid.
This next one is another Megadeth.
One of the I remember that when the system has failed. Yeah,
System has failed. It's got a couple good songs on here. This is a
that's when they got heavier with their tone and their EQ.
Yeah, the two favorite songs I have in here that I like on here is "Back in the Day" and "Of Mice and Men." It's like one of the two big songs on this album. Really,
What's the name?
really good album.
What's the name of the? It either came before this album or after that album you're showing. What's the one with the four of them? After they lost Nick Menza and Marty Friedman, they're standing in front of the plane.
Rest in peace. No.
No.
You see, you got Rust in Peace.
This would be after Risk and the Greatest Hits. After Marty Friedman left and Nick Menza left, and the EQ really changed. The band got like more modern sounding, but not in a bad way. And they were all standing in front of. I think it's the album before the system has failed or after.
United Abominations.
That might be it. I think that's it.
But that guy's like a Silver Angel type of thing on the cover.
Well, it's one where it looks like they're standing in front of like a plane or something.
I thought the plane was Rust in Peace.
No, that's 1990. Rust in Peace has your boy on it.
No, the one with the plane, ain't that a live album?
It might be, and I think it might be United Abominations.
Damn.
So
I think that's it. It's in the middle of the 2000s, like 04, 05, somewhere around there.
I think it's the one that has Gears of War on it. I think
so.
So I'm trying to remember the name. I'm pretty sure I'll look up the album name later. But
it is Rust in Peace, Hangar 18.
No, not that. That's a song. I was talking about a cover.
Oh.
No, album cover.
Yeah, because Marty Friedman and Nick Menza joined the band for that album in '90.
Yeah, and they were there for Rust in Peace, Countdown to Extinction, Euthanasia. I don't think they were on there by Risk though.
The Megadeth album
they were.
Is Rust in Peace, released in September 1990. And this is the band's fourth studio album, recorded with a lineup of Dave Mustaine, Marty Friedman, Dave Ellefson, and Nick Menza.
Yeah.
The cover image was the original vinyl and CD cover features a striking photo of Dave Mustaine riding a jet.
Okay, I'm not familiar with, but the riding the jet, but that's not the one because they were in the band all the way to Risk because they did the Hidden Treasures EP and they did all those albums through Cryptic Writing and Risk. Then they put out the greatest hits because the two of them were leaving with the two final songs they made with them, with Kill the King and all that. Then came, I think, United Abominations with the first new lineup in Forever, and the band changed. And
Yeah.
there was a live DVD around that time as well.
Yeah, I got the DVD.
Countdown to Extinction, Euthanasia had the babies upside down.
Okay, keep going.
Cryptic
Risk.
Writing,
Cryptic Writing, Risk.
The World Needs a
Risk.
Hero,
The World Needs a Hero.
Yeah,
and
That's
the
it.
System has Fell.
okay. So
And
the
then
world needs a
United
hero.
Abominations, and the United Abominations, and Endgame, then 13, then Super Collider, Dystopia, The Sick, The Dying, and the Dead, and then Megadeth.
It was the one we just talked about. The World Needs a Hero. That was the big
World
new
Needs a
album with the new lineup.
Hero.
Yeah.
That was released
So
in May of 2001.
Okay, earlier than I thought, but that's the one.
yeah. So then the next one right here, I can't believe I got this for a good deal. I think I got this for I picked this up for $45.
What we get?
That gotta be good for 45. It's a vintage.
This is Black Sabbath Volume 4, a Vertigo release, a
What the?
1973 UK reissue.
But it's
It does it
Vertigo.
have the Vertigo swirl on the vinyl? That's what matters. Does it have the swirl on the middle of the vinyl?
No, no, it don't. It's got
No.
the spaceship.
Oh man! But the
If
Vertigo
you had,
spaceship's still good though.
if he had
But
the swirl is the one worth the money.
yeah, the one with the swirl is worth the money, but this one is equally as good. I'll
Yeah,
take
it's hell yeah, dude! It's still a Vertigo spaceship. I'll take it. Too.
especially for a UK version.
Hell to
Yeah,
the
now that you say the UK version, it would kind of be worth around 45. Yeah,
All right. Next up, I
I got
bought this.
mine for like 30.
I bought this DVD. So
You bought a DVD? You bought a
yeah,
DVD?
I picked it up for $10.
The Devil's
Oh,
Reject.
you know what they
Devil's
had?
Rejects.
You know what they had 2 nights ago? They had all 3 movies for like 15 or 20.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, he
I
wanted $30 for it.
I picked it up for $10, but the only reason why I picked it up because this bag was wrapped in it.
Oh,
Oh shit!
So yeah, I was like, I'll buy that movie as long as I can have that bag.
wait,
And
it's a bag?
It looks
yeah,
like
this is a
record.
bag.
Oh, nice. You get the actual Tower Records, and it's cellophane.
Yeah, no, it was a regular plastic bag, and I was like looking around. I was like, I got a frame that I could put this in.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's dope
I
as
can't
fuck,
I can't
man.
believe Chad was he let you get that for nothing extra.
Yeah, nothing extra. It's like I told him, I was like, I'll take the Devil's Rejects and and that Tower Records bag. Is like, okay, I can do that.
Wow, he must have maybe he was tired that night. I can't believe he didn't try to get at
And
least
he's like,
$7 out of you.
then after he gave me the bag, he's like, maybe I should start selling these bags for like $5 a piece.
Shit, more than that.
But now
Tower record bags are
the
small.
final thing I get to show off. Hold on, I want to do extreme close up. The grand
Whoa.
finale. I picked this up on pre-order, and before it comes out in the movie theaters.
Oh, you got your pop. Oh wow, let's see it there. Let's see that up. Yeah. All right. Well, I see the holes in the side, the cheeks. So there's something to hold the popcorn in the teeth.
Yeah, it's an actual popcorn bucket.
Oh, it comes off like Darth Vader style.
Yeah. So
Is that
this
a
is
metal bucket? Is that a metal bucket?
yeah, it's a metal bucket.
Oh,
I hate
nice.
you.
It's
I
metal
hate you
too.
so much. I hate you so much right now.
That's pretty cool, Josh. Yeah, I like that it's metal,
Yeah.
so you can't destroy it.
Hey, have you seen the Castle Grayskull? It has
No.
one for the candy, the popcorn, and the drink.
Oh yeah, I gotta get that.
That's
But
insane.
I wish it was big. I don't think. No, my head's too big for it, and there's too much stuff inside of it where I can't put this
It's-
thing on. But
It's for
I bet you someone is going to buy one of those and gut it that fits their head, and I bet someone will online.
Oh yeah, it totally can.
Somebody will.
Yeah, you can definitely do a thing. And Josh, if he could, I bet money he would show up at the fucking Mortal Kombat 2 opening day wearing the fucking helmet. Am I wrong or am I right, Josh?
I know.
He ain't saying yes or no, man. He's like, yeah, I'll definitely do it.
Yeah, this where you put the popcorn in.
Oh, dude, that's so sick. So fucking sick.
It's like this thing. Like I said, this thing. There's my head next to it, so this thing's fucking huge.
Yeah, it's fucking huge, dude.
We see it.
It's nice, man. It's not as nice as this right here, but it's nice.
I don't know. I can't see.
You can't see what I'm pointing at. Yeah, you can't see what I'm pointing at. That's why I did that. That's why I did that.
Yeah,
I did that on purpose.
All right. Well, that's all I got for today. But yeah, yeah.
All right.
I'm happy. Like I said, I was happy when I got this.
Yeah, lucky bastard.
That's this is going right next to my record player.
Hell yeah.
Lucky bastard.
All right.
Well, all right. I ain't got much to show off, so I'm just going to do a couple things. I'm going to start slacking off on the bulk showing, so I got plenty of things to show. But this is sealed. Looks like I paid $25 for it. It's not a bad price, but this, y'all probably ain't going to be able to tell what it is because that's just how weird they are. This is Louisiana Zone Thou. Heavy band. Like Doom kind of sludge band. This is Primer of Holy Words, which it's a cover album of doing in their style. They cover a bunch of bands like Neil Young, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, Minor Threat, yeah, all of that, but in their heavy ass fucking style. So I was like, give me that for 25.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And one more thing I'm gonna show, and I'm getting close to completing my collection here. You're gonna like this one, Josh.
Ooh! Oh, you finally got it. You finally got it.
We got Live Undead, but what we have here is
a picture disc.
No, it's not a picture disc. It's actually not.
Bitch.
I didn't want it because they make a little noise. It would look cool, but this is a blue and black vinyl, so it's blue and black with the split on the vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
And he only wanted 30 for it, so that's why I grabbed it. But this is the classic live. What it is, 7 tracks? Yeah, it's the classic live, the first live thing they ever did. The 7. It's like Black Magic, Die by the Sword, Captor of Sin, the Antichrist, Evil Has No Boundaries, Show No Mercy, Aggressive Perfector. It's that 1984 Haunting the Chapel tour. So all they had was the first album. Show No Mercy and the Haunting the Chapel EP out at the time.
Nice.
So my Slayer collection is so all I'm missing is Hell Awaits and God Hates Us All on vinyl, and then I have them all.
Some Sunday Kung Fu right there.
That's the debut. That is the debut, ladies and gentlemen, of Live Undead.
Yeah.
Coming at you live, Undead.
We got to do the Peter Griffin. This is brought to you by Western Soda Biscuits. I'm eating one right now. And then he eats it for like a minute. That's the end of Book Talk. Tune in next week for the telling of Peter O'Toole. That's all I got for this week, though.
Yeah.
That's Phil when he sleeps.
Save that for whenever he passes out again and Josh can fly the squirrel.
And then do that when he wakes up.
They missed the squirrel.
Okay, now we are officially at 3 hours and 3 minutes. Good show.
Yeah, good job. Good show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Ringside Rants tonight. And if you're not watching Ringside Rants,
you're doing a live from brother. World.
and we're not just food to eat, ladies and gentlemen.
We're food for the ears, baby, with a little
That's
bit of
right.
salt.
And Jordan, take us
don't
home.
forget, wrestling fans, Saturday night, I don't know the time, y'all have to look it up. Sunday morning, I should say. In the
3
AM.
a.m. 3 a.m.
Probably around 3 a.m., somewhere around there. Sunday morning, we have night one of Wrestling Dontaku. That's New Japan Pro Wrestling. We've got a double 2 nights pay-per-view style show. Of course, all included for the same low price you have New Japan World for. Pirates, do your own thing. We don't encourage that, but we're not looking either. But just like that Slayer Live and did, y'all don't forget. What's mine's mine? Yours mine too.
Unless you got the shop pump or popcorn bucket.
Does anybody have a fun fact tonight? And as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching.
I always will be cooler than you because I got a shotgun bucket.
Man,
Oh,
fuck
maybe
that.
we'll buy the Godzilla one.
Man,